Welcome to Hanging Out. Let's do this.
Hey!
Hey.
How's it going? Hey, do you guys hear that clapping sound while the intro was playing? From my end? Yeah, I looked down, there was a freaking spider crawling on my leg. And of course, I missed in my panic, so then it fell down on my foot, and then I'm like, what the fuck? And then I never did find it, so I don't know if I killed it or if it's just waiting with big teethers ready to attack. But, yeah, I was getting eaten by a spider during the intro. So
Nice.
it's all good. So,
I had one in there the other night, but I figured I'd leave him alone because he's probably going to eat something that's even worse somewhere in the corner here. So
right. Well, it's funny. We have a hutch that it used to belong to my parents, and it's really nice. Ethan Allen furniture, really nice hutch, and we had sold the matching table or the dining table and chairs and all that, but we kept the hutch. And now Shelby's got her new house. Bigger house. So we moved it in there. So it's just been in the shed ever since we got here. And Shelby's like, there are not any spiders in here, are there? And I'm like, I didn't see any. We cleaned out the drawers and stuff. I didn't see. And then yesterday while we're at work, she sent a picture of a spider on her couch. She's like, I haven't seen any spiders since we brought this hutch in here. I'm just saying. Or until we brought it in there. So, yeah. So anyway, hey, Derek, how's it going?
Hey, good.
Oh man, we're losing people already. It's just Mike, so that's to be expected. Yeah. Derek messaged us a couple weeks ago and said, "Hey, can I come on this weekend?" We said, "Casey's coming on, so how about next weekend?" And now next weekend is here. Yeah, because that was going to be last weekend, but Shelby said I let the spider in on purpose. Yeah, I'm a spider wrangler on my spare time. Nice. But so welcome on, Derek, longtime friend of the show, back in the old show and now the new show. So
yeah,
it's always good to see you.
So what's your shirt say, Bart? I started reading it earlier.
Oh, I got to turn the correct way.
Ho, nice. I love it. Oh, that's great.
Now I have a machine gun. Ho. And we always eat pizza, and I dropped a piece of pizza on my shirt right before the show. It's like, don't put on a new shirt before the show until after we eat. But
what's just the shirt? Because wasn't there bloodstains on the shirt too?
There should be bloodstains on it anyway. Yeah, we're good. We're good. So let's say hi to the people that are in the chat here. Of course, Kelly was here, and Casey was here. Says so right there. This guy's here. I don't know. That's the earliest Derek's been in our show for the last 6 months.
In my defense, this is the earliest you've actually gone live.
That's true. That's true.
So there's that.
Megan's here. She says hi to me and Poe, but she didn't say anything to you, Derek, because she doesn't like you. Oh wait, dang it! There went that.
Ooh, I get my own hi.
You get your own.
Okay,
it's separate. It is separate. Of course, Mike's Gaming Gala is here. Good friend of the show. He's always here. Very supportive. We love it. Shelby's here. Yeah, saying that I let the spider in on purpose. Tied a lasso around it and brought it in. I left the rope on there so you could ride it around the house. Pretend it's an authentic blood stain. That's what we're going with. That is what we're going with.
Yep.
So we got all kind of varied weather going on here. Poe's in the middle of sunshine/storm/sun/storm. What phase are you in right now?
Right now it's kind of calm. I might see a little bit of blue sky out there, but yeah, it was crazy. I got up, and of course I got up extra late like I do on Sundays. It's my only day off. Found myself up late watching Megan play pretty late. So, I got up and it was already like 84 here. I'm like, nice 84 and sunny. And I look at the forecast, and tomorrow the high is going to be 44. So that's depressing. But, and then the storms. I got the storm warning, and they said tornado watch, golf ball sized hail possible, all this and that. And then the storms came for 10 minutes, and then it was bright and sunny. And then we got another thunderstorm. Everything was dark for an hour, and bright and sunny again. So who knows?
It sounds like North Carolina.
Can't make up his mind. How is it?
Sure, as soon as I head out this door at the end of the show, that's when the hail will start coming down. Golf ball
size hail just for your walk to the house. Yeah. But how's it over at your way, Derek? Is it temperature-wise? Have you been fairly...
Oh, yeah, it's been...
spring-like, or...
been like high 70s and breezy all weekend here.
Nice.
We did have like tornado warnings type of stuff, like I think last week, like you have now, Poe. But yeah, it was funny. You guys have seen Twister, right? With Helen Hunt, like from way back in the day.
Right.
Yeah.
You know the scene with the cow on the bridge? Like,
right. I think that's the
cow.
same one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I had something like that happen here because I work from home usually. So I was home during the high winds and stuff like that. And it was also a trash day. So they came and took the trash. So the cans were empty and light. So I had a cow moment, but with the trash cans, it blew this way and then it blew across the same way across my driveway. Like,
oh,
hey!
wow.
So yeah, it was crazy.
Wow. Hey, Gideon's here. Been a while since we saw Mr. Derek, the truck park driver. Anyway, hello, my American friends. It's Mr. Dutchie live at you 00. Look at that, just after midnight over there in the Netherlands.
Good to see you too, Gideon. Appreciate it.
Megan's at 80 degrees today, 43 tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're having a drop off also, but it's a little different because today's 98 and tomorrow's 78. So, and then it's supposed to go back up into the mid to upper 90s for a couple days, and then drop down around 70 again for like 1 day or 2 days. And it's like, I want to say just pick a lane with it, but I want it to be the correct lane because it's still only March. We should not be this close to 100.
Right.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And of course, my mom, she's over there in Phoenix. She said the other day they were saying some point here they were expecting 107. It's like that is the wrong month for 100 and anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I think my buddy's back. I just felt something. Of course, once you find a spider on your leg or something, now anything feels like a spider on you.
Right.
Oh yeah.
You're like, yeah. Hey, Joker's here. Good to see you.
Joker.
I thought I was getting eaten by a spider, so I didn't see it. But I saw Derek say, "Hey, Joker, hey." Yeah. So, yeah. See, Gideon goes way back to the time when we were all playing truck stim for a while there. Me and Greg and Derek and Gideon, and we do some convoying and all that stuff. So
yeah,
it's actually how we met Gideon was through the truck sim stuff.
Yeah.
But he has stuck around. So, hey, Poe, you had some time, in theory, on Sunday. Did you mess with your plunger at all?
Before the wife got up, and when she got up, I had to put that thing away. No, the plan was to go down there today, and I even took the tripod in and everything, and then it didn't happen. I just started getting all my stuff together for the work week again. And
yeah.
at that point, it was like she had some dinner ready, and I'm like, I'm not getting down there before we go live. I got to get the tripod and everything back out here.
Yeah. So you gonna shoot a video when you install it?
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really curious how that works out and how good it works and all that. I'm sure I could find other people's videos, but I'm waiting for the real deal, the Mr. Poestyle deal.
As long as it's not a plunger video about Popeye, you might have to wait a little while for the next Popeye one.
Right.
Those are all done pretty much. Pop-Eye.
Yeah.
Unless I get Offgrid's newer version for ColecoVision, but you can only get that by joining their club. So, and I think that comes out later this year. So I was going to join the club just to get that Pop-Eye, but right now Offgrid is hard to get a hold of through email. Because I asked them, I tried to go on and order it, and the website on my phone wouldn't let me. So I sent them an email, but they're way backed up right now.
Nice. Yeah, I guess it gets that way for them. Not a very large operation, so they're trying to do it.
And I shot some of the Resident Evil last Sunday and still haven't got that video up. So today I didn't have time to play anyway, so it all works out. I'll get that video up here during the work week.
Hey, Polo's here. Good to see you, Polo. Casey knows way too much about Mike. Tripod was Mike's nickname in college. Bad part is he gave it to himself. He would, yeah, it has a huge stress. Megalodon.
Nice.
Kelly's asking, how's your tooth, Bo?
It's feeling okay. A little bit of pain, but I'm just kind of in like one of those modes now where la la land. Like I could just probably go to sleep, even though come bedtime I probably won't be able to sleep. But they won't be able to see me until tomorrow, I guess, at some point when they finally open and get my message. I talked to the doctor Friday. She told me to leave a message at the office up here. So they don't open till 10, so I'll be at work anyway early. So if they call me and say they need me to come in for the x-ray, then I'll have to be at work early.
Oh, Casey clarified why that was Mike's nickname. It's like calling a fat guy tiny. See, now that's not a denial. That is not. That's not a denial. Gideon says, "Got to watch your
actual nickname."
Yeah, got to watch your Resident Evil. Been playing that as well.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I told you in the chat the other day. Shelby decided, fine, I'm going to do it. I'm going to play. But she's on that evening shift at work, so she's staying up really late. She doesn't get home from work till almost 2 a.m. So that's kind of her rotation. Even though she's off work, she said, I'm going to go play Resident Evil. She came in the next day. And she's like, I played for 30 minutes and I got scared, so I turned it off because it was dark. It was dark and she was alone in her house. I'm like,
Nice.
yeah. But, yeah, good stuff. It looks amazing, though, that game.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, big enough for y'all's moms.
You see, the one I recorded last week that I'll eventually put out here was supposed to be your introduction to the chainsaw. One of the zombies has a chainsaw. You get a hold of it. The idea is you get a hold of it and you mow down all these waves of zombies that are coming. But in true Poestyle fashion, I dropped the thing right away, tried to get it again, and it was cutting me when I was getting it. So I just shot all the zombies. And then when they were dead, I picked up the chainsaw. Wasted all the ammo.
Yeah, it's pretty sparse in this one too, right, Poe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, got to a good part. Then it's been too hot in her house, not because she's scared. She swears. Yeah, that too hot in the house doesn't work when you're playing at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, I don't have anything I can play that on. But I did see that Greg got his at Games Micro working with the on-the-go stuff.
Yeah.
So he's been playing some Zen and some Pinball M stuff, Pinball FX. And I was trying to set mine up. I got this brilliant idea that I'll just use my laptop and set it to cabinet mode to where the playfield is the playfield on the at games and the back glass is on the laptop. Then I can just set it on top of the back glass with the monitor up. And I got it working. except for the fact that I don't have a dang USB-A to USB-A cable anywhere. All of my USB cables are some kind of conversion, whether it's going to
gotta be a special one.
USB-C but you just need to have regular USB-A to USB-A, because I have a USB-A, USB-C. Oh my gosh, I'm saying too many letters. USB-C port on my laptop, but I was reading that the At Games doesn't like connecting to a USB-C port, and that's what I'm having. So I can't. The buttons presses won't do anything, so I can't play it that way. I'd have to reach up on the laptop and use the shift keys and stuff. But I did get the screens working, so in theory it would be nice. But
that's good to know. Yeah, I was thinking about just putting a portable monitor up on that for the second screen when you're in OTG. Yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I had to ask Greg though, because I know for my At Games arcade, it need to be like a special kind of USB-A to USB-A, like data only both ways or something like that. So I'll have to see which one Greg's using, because if it doesn't have to be special, I got a box of USB cables somewhere around here.
Yeah. Now, Crypto Coffee said he's only joining tonight because he couldn't find his mom, and he's sure someone here will tell him exactly where she is or how to find her. That's great. That is great. Well, your mom in particular gets lots. Welcome to Hanging Out with Poe and Offgrid in the Mom Show. We specialize in locating mothers all over the world. That's brilliant, though. If we did pick a chat of the week, that one might make it. That's pretty good. And yeah, that's not too bad. Twice to give her 8 inches. That's 4 a pop. That's pretty good. I always do that one where I say Kelly told me to give her 9 inches and make it hurt, so I punched her in the nose and did her 3 times. Oh, I'm just gonna make our screen smaller and make the chat bigger, and we'll just this will be the chat show. Where's your mom this week? This is the reason Casey's mom had a limp last week. I thought that was because she twisted her ankle when she had her foot up Mike's ass. I thought that's why she was limping. She was trying to pull back out, but he kept backing into it, something like that. I don't know what she was talking about. That's the story she told me anyway. So what do you got going on, Derek? Did you have something in particular?
Yeah. So I know a couple weeks ago, might have been on the show, but I showed off those little AI games I made, like the Pac-Man and the
right.
Oh, yeah.
So I actually got into there's this gaming program software that I've been getting into where you can basically make your own games, and I've been going through a bunch of tutorials to set up little simple games. But once I set them up, I can basically they're set up where you can just change the character sprite to be something else. So I'm definitely gonna morph a few of these into show games for sure. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, so I just wanted to show off a couple of them that I've been tinkering around with.
Okay.
But first, I want to know which tables did you play, Poe? You only played 2 tables when you had time, right? Which 2 did you play?
Yeah, I played Spooky and Bubble Ball.
Oh, nice. Are those both included in the 50? I look at the list. Nice.
Yeah, I haven't bought any yet. I do want to get the Dr. Seuss ones, especially to have the
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Seuss tables are cool, and I have the natural history pack. We'll get to your thing in a minute, apparently, Derek, because we're sidetracked.
No worries. Yeah.
There is now one thing with At Games, their pinball tables are not cheap. The pinball packs, when I got the Grinch and all those, they were like pre-order on sale when you first got them. And I paid $20 for 4 tables, and that was on sale. Now they're $30 for the 4. And of course, we all just got these micros right now. And in February, they had the National Owners Day thing where a bunch of stuff was on sale. So we just missed that one, but there'll be sales coming up. Anyway, and individual tables tend to be $6 a piece. There's a firefighter one that I bought and then Greg ended up buying. That's a really good game. And actually I watched, who was it? Michael B. or somebody played that. You know, I'll look on the At Game site for some of these tables, and then I'll go see if someone played them and see what they think about it. And I think it might have been Michael B. And what he said was the physics on the table felt more like Zen tables than Zaccaria. Because, you know, the Zaccaria tables, the Magic Pixel tables, they tend to have that little bouncy feel a little more. Some people call it floaty or whatever. Some people are like, oh, it's playing with a super ball, not a steel ball. And he said, no, it feels a lot. And I do think it feels a little more like a Zen table than the Magic Pixels. It was $6, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's a cool table, neat call outs, firefighting theme. It has good flow. And then Greg also bought which I should probably let him talk about on Wednesday, but he got the Ninja Turtles one. They got a Ninja Turtles table for $6 also.
Cool.
So, and then there are 2 other natural history packs, and I was watching a couple of people do review videos on those packs. And the one guy, he did a very good in-depth review of them. He liked the pack 3 better than pack 2. So if I get one, it'll probably be pack 3 next.
Nice.
So if I get one of those, let's see. Crypto messed up his At Games Legends Ultimate Arcade Stick coin-ops USB drive somehow. It loads up to 99 and won't load any longer. Had it for over 6 years. Oh, dang.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Have a new stick. My old one had a bad board, and I got another one. Now probably have to buy the coin-ops USB. One thing I had to do, because I had bought those Dr. Seuss packs and the Natural History pack when I was playing on my Legends Gamer Pro and they were on the puck. And I had emailed At Games and said, hey, I need those things freed up because I think they're locked to my puck. And they emailed me the next day, gave me all the codes, and 2 of the 3 packs were available. As soon as I turned on the machine, they were already, I just had to go over and tell it to install. And the 3rd pack, I just had to type in the code, and then it worked. And then all these new tables I bought, because I bought the Firefighter, and I bought the other Zaccaria pack 8, I think it is, that has all the spooky tables.
Nice.
And those you just type in the code, and it works fine.
So how do the tables play on the micro, Bart? Because they're like HD quality, right? So
yeah, they're 1080p, 60 frames a second, and which I'm used to the 60 frames a second. That's what this runs anyway.
Yeah. That's cool.
But I think it looks great. I think it plays great. I'm not noticing any lag at all.
Nice.
Everything seems to be working. The sound is great.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a great little machine. And
nice. That's cool.
I don't know, Poe, what were your thoughts when you first opened it and turned it on and everything? I know I looked at the screen size and all that on the web page, so I knew what size it was. But I felt like when I turned it on, I feel like the playfield's bigger than I expected. For some reason in my mind, I envisioned it being smaller.
Yeah. And
it seems big. Now the back glass screen is kind of small.
Yeah,
but it looks great. I mean, you can read everything on the back glass just fine. It's not like you're 3 feet away from the thing anyway. But I feel like the playfield screen seems bigger than I expected.
Yeah.
Nice.
It looks nice. It sounds great. So
yeah.
I don't have any complaints there.
And I don't know, Poe, if you've done it, But I had to go into settings, and then you go over and there's a special one for pinball settings. And I had to go down there because that's where you go down to switch the two buttons. If you want the white buttons to be the flippers and the red buttons to be which I did, although it's weird the way it's worded, because you're actually turning the button reversal or something like that. You're turning it off to get it the way I'm used to. But also in there, I had to turn on the haptic feedback. And then once you turn that on, when you hit the volume buttons up by the back glass on the playfield thing, it will put up two different volume sliders. One is for the actual volume and one is for the feedback.
Yeah, mine already had both. Mine already had both of those up there. Yeah.
Yeah, then yours is turned on. Mine was turned off for some reason. And maybe I accidentally turned it off when I was paging through trying to switch the buttons. Maybe I turned it off and didn't remember. But I had to turn it back on. So
nice.
Yeah. If Kelly says it's cool, it must be. I don't know, Derek. Kelly picked Bart, so I question her judgment. Yeah, that's pretty good. Don't have a code for coin ops. Pretty sure it's a hack version at 10,000 arcade game. Yeah, I think all that stuff you're not going to get a code from them for. Not from at games anyway. But I'm sure you can find all that stuff. There are places to find all that stuff. Yeah, very inexpensively. Because when I got my puck and all that for the at games, I bought one of those little thumb drives that have a shit ton of games on it for like $50 or $40 or something like that. Yeah. And then amongst my research, I was like, well, shit, I could have downloaded it here for free. And just put it.
That's what I did. Yeah, I have one for my arcade machine. Yeah,
I could have just bought. I just paid a shit ton of money for a thumb drive, basically. All the stuff that was on it, which makes sense. I mean, it's all bootleg stuff anyway, so they shouldn't be selling it. So
you're paying for the time, wink, wink, to make it.
Right. Yeah. Okay, I can format this USB drive and load another version of CoinOps. Not sure where I'd find it. It can be found, and it's not all that difficult to find. It's the same way, with all the consoles and stuff from the old days, the Gen 2 stuff. When we all got our Sprints, you can find the original 125 pretty easy. You can find all the old Atari games pretty easy. We don't recommend that you go looking for bootleg copies of all the homebrews and stuff, but games that came out in the late 70s, early 80s, they're fairly easy to find. Same with arcade games and stuff like that. If you're looking for classic Donkey Kong ROMs, they're easy to find. But so anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's where I started. I have the At Games Gamer Pro with the side buttons. That's how I started with the At Games. But this thing is just, I mean, it's awesome. It's a little pinball machine, and every expectation I had for it exceeded it.
Nice.
I'm really liking it. So, when are you gonna unbox yours, Derek?
Probably this week, because it probably would have been good to unbox it and have the grandkids play with it, but it's been busy. I've been put to work. I put up a fence out back for the dog, and so now I'm just getting to the show, and I'll probably do that tomorrow or later tonight.
Yeah,
who knows?
I was trying to get my boy to get one because he's got two girls, and it's like, it's perfect size for kids, and get them into pinball, get them young,
Well, it's pretty cool too because I have the mini bar top Miss Pac-Man Galaga combo that was like at Walmart or whatever. So, and they both like playing that little mini thing. So I wanted to get just a mini counter of the pinball table, the Miss Pac-Man. I have just get a couple mini bar tops.
For nice.
Too, so,
Greg put his on the bar next to that Galaga machine
that you still have the high score on.
Technically, I own it because whoever has the high score, right? You own that machine.
Well,
But,
at least until there's an update that needs
Right.
done. Wink, wink.
Right? He's great
Yeah.
sexist. He only does that to girls.
Right.
He'll wipe out a girl's score, but he's scared. Yeah, but it is. It would be awesome though to have a bar top, a countertop there. You got some arcades and pinball machine.
Yeah, I have a little pub table I used to have. I had a Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, the arcade one-up, like mini bar top. I got rid of them now, but I should have kept them. But yeah.
And one last thing I guess I can say about pinball. Did you see they got leaked that Wonderland Entertainment, they got the Alice Goes to Wonderland tables come out, and I'm seeing a lot more positive reviews than negative reviews about it. And there's been a leak of their Ninja Turtles table.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Nice.
some people were speculating that it was going to be the same table layout, just reskinned, but it's similar. But there's only so much you can do on a table that size and all that. But it is different, and it looks like they got some sewer tubes and all that. And I think the original back glass, they had an older version, then they had a newer version that didn't have this tagline. I think it said something like "Battle in the Sewers" or something like that was the tagline under it. But then when they remade the back glass, they left the tagline off. So I don't know if they're going to keep calling it that, but it's pretty neat. And they got in their leaked photos, they got the all the chrome stuff. The rails along the top and the legs and all that are powder coated green. And then around the the speaker grills have green around there. Hopefully they keep that, because originally they were going to do that powder coated blue on the Alice Goes to Wonderland table, and they ditched that idea. Crypto. His mom came back home, said she couldn't find anyone here that had more than 3 inches to offer, so she left. Oh, that's hilarious.
What if it's more than once, like they said? That would be 6 and over, right? It's more than
She must have run into Casey. Oh,
always bringing it back to the moms. Always.
yeah. But again, we talked a bit of pinball here, but don't forget Wednesday night, Greg and I, that's the focus of the show that we do on Wednesday night. So we'll be talking more pinball. And I'll do a little teaser for that, because there was a Pinball Bites this past week. And so they announced some stuff, and we'll see what's going on Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Central.
And I'll hold my tongue on pinball until Wednesday then, because I was going to talk about that too. I was like, oh, okay, I won't.
I mean, you can talk about it if you want. We can. I didn't want to go too in depth. Yeah. But
I'd be curious about that fire table you said for the micro, though, because I thought there was like a 911, I think, table that I had on my HD pinball from At Games. It was kind of like a fire rescue.
Yeah, that is in one of the Gottlieb packs.
Yeah,
it's in the Gottlieb pack that has Haunted House, which is an awesome table. I like Haunted House a lot.
Yeah.
But that's a Gottlieb pack that has that 911. But this fire one, you got to go to the when you go to the At Game store and you choose the HD pinball stuff, and then you can choose. It'll have like 5 different categories. The top one they're like At Game Original or something like that.
Oh, cool.
And then the second one is something else, and then the third one is Magic Pixel. Of course, I just go through them all, but the top one is where you'll find some of those ones that are only available on At Games. They're not, Gottlieb remakes. They're not Zaccaria tables. They're exclusive to the At Game stuff. Okay. So that's where you'll find the stuff like the Dr. Seuss and all those.
Yeah, I'll probably pick those up then, because I got my 4K when it actually gets to be working again. I was probably going to get like the exclusive At Games ones. Like, I don't need the Zen on the table because I already have Zen OTG I could do. And but that's cool. Nice. Yeah.
I'm not overly worried about the OTG. I mean, I get it'd be awesome if he can get it working with the ROG Ally and stuff. But I have this. So all that stuff I can play on a table already. But like you said, the At Games exclusive I can't play on this, so I can only play that. So that's kind of what my focus is with buying tables for that. Although there's always rumors. They said there's rumors that they're going to release the Zen tables for the HD tables also of At Games, not just the 4K. And then I would probably still buy the Elvira tables, just because, and the
Elvira,
and the what's that pack that has Monster Bash and Creature. But I'm not going to go nuts buying a bunch of tables that I've already bought 3 other times, So, anyway, hey, Crispy's here. Good to see you.
Hey,
Crispy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ROG Alley with the mini is definitely on my list too, Poe. So we'll see who does it first, I guess.
Yeah, because that would be sweet. Because Poe doesn't have a table to play them on.
I bet you could use the ROG Ally screen as the back glass screen too. Just put on top of it.
Probably do that.
Yeah, then you could just set it up there. Yeah,
and not nudge the table too much.
And I was gonna say, and nudge it into the wall. Smash.
Well, I thought if I had something like that, or if I had a little screen instead of using the laptop screen, 3D print some kind of little brackets that you could just drop the screen right over the back glass screen on the micro.
Well, on the HD I saw the HD that doesn't have the third DMD screen like my 4K pinball has, but that's the people that basically like double-sided tape stuck a tablet screen below the main back glass for a third screen, so you could probably do that on the micro too. I bet just have like a little Velcro on the bottom and just stick a screen over the back glass for OTG or something. I might try that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at all this pinball talk that we're wasting it for Wednesday.
Yeah.
So we'll have to repeat everything.
My biggest problem though is I can't run Pinball M, I can't run Pinball FX on that laptop. It just doesn't have the horsepower, especially when I'm trying to push 2 screens. I could probably just do the single screen, which is what Greg's doing for now, where you just push the one screen and have the little DMD window on that main screen, and it would probably play a lot better. But because I can't get the buttons working, I'm not messing with it. And what I kind of wanted to do with that thing is have it just to turn it on and play. I can come out here, fire up the computer, load up VPX or Zen, whatever, Pinball M, Pinball FX, and go through the hassle of having to deal with it. That thing, I just want to turn it on, choose a table, and play. So I'm not going to get too in depth with the on the go, but I would if I didn't have this option.
Yeah.
So
that's
anyway.
I got the 4K pinball too. Just to turn on and play it for the tables that can play on it, and because I have my gaming rig here for everything else, and my 3-screen other table that I created with no cabinet. So
my thing is, I just wonder if they're going to bring the Vips board back for that micro, because that and the legs are out of stock, and that's almost like a clearance sale they had going there. So you're just wondering if they're going to be like, we're not going to make any more boards, or what's going to happen.
Right. Yeah. Well, I don't know, because they just came out with that new announcement of the new HD full size. What are they calling it? HDP, with the new Ninja Turtle skin and all that stuff. That's all brand new. That's the one I was hinting at before, and we're like, I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's an HD version for $1,200, but it comes with that haptic kit with all the extra exciters and all that stuff are built into it, and you also get some software pack. But
that's cool.
Yeah, so they are still working with HD stuff, but I don't know what that means for the micro.
That micro Vips board is different than the one they had for the other one.
Yeah, it's got to be smaller and all that. Hey, there's Torque.
Hey, Torque.
Torque said they had the micro on sale at the same price last year. Okay. Bought it for $249 in December.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering if they're getting rid of it, trying to sell them off or something, but if they keep selling it every year, maybe not.
Yeah. But if you can, like you're saying, if you can use your Ally as the back glass screen and the playfield as the playfield screen. All you'd have to do is figure out a way to put the ally up there so you can see it,
Yeah.
Without it tipping over or whatever. Bungee cord the thing. Or like you said, put some Velcro or something on there. But
yeah.
Anyway, God, I keep feeling like that spider's on me. All right, let's see. I see Derek shared a screen.
Cool. Yeah. Whenever you're ready, we can do that.
Let me
talk about more pinball.
Let me pull that up.
Cool.
Oh. Now we got
so. Oh, that's me. Hold on. I shared the screen with audio.
You son of a... Oh, wait.
So you won't be able to hear the game sounds, that's all. But that's okay.
I mean, you can. I'll just shut up while you're talking.
Well, I can't shut up if I'm going to explain them.
Oh, is it going to echo you too? Or is it just going to echo me?
I have no idea. But this will work either way.
Well, Poe will make the game sounds.
Sounds good.
Beep, pop. Oh, you didn't start yet. Sorry.
Nice. See, like I was saying, got into this game creation program called Godot. Basically, just make like little simple 2D games or 3D games. There's actually a lot of games on like itch.io and Steam that are made with this Godot, so that's kind of cool. So there's tons of tutorials on YouTube I've been watching, kind of get into it, and I made a couple here based on them. So I just want to kind of show them off. And what's cool about these is now that I did the tutorial and know how to create them, I can basically just reskin the character to something else, like Poe's face, for example. Shoot Poe's face. So yeah, so
my face before or the blown up one from this weekend?
We'll have to send me that blown up one. I'll be happy to incorporate it. So yeah, so
beat him up.
Exactly, yeah. So yeah, here's the one. It's just a simple little 2D platform game I made. And you probably can't hear the music or anything, but so yeah, it's just controlled by keyboard and everything. Space bars jump. You can set up a controller to mount the controls, so basically you can get like tile maps for the floor and the sky and the trees and everything. And the character is something I downloaded. And you can have enemies. You can, if you hit an enemy, you die, have to start over. And you probably can't hear it, but like you pick up a coin that goes bling. That's your cue, Poe. Come on.
Bling, boing, 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 boing.
Perfect.
How's that?
It's like I'm listening to the game sounds. So yeah, it's like just a quick level, draw bridges, water, moving platforms, all that fun stuff. Falling sucks, of course. And good. Oh, you're slipping, Poe. So yeah, just kind of get to the end here, but so all the coins you collect, it kind of has a running total in the background, sort of like a little game manager, and it tells you how many coins you got.
Cool.
So just a simple little thing I created, but now I can build out more levels with more complexity and add different enemies and everything like that. I got a bunch of like character packs I downloaded for free from itch.io too, so it's just been fun. So
Nice.
Let's see.
Can you port that to the Intellivision Sprint?
Well, funny enough, actually, you can. So that's what happened here. Yeah, that one I just pulled up. You can like export it as a Windows program, exe, or an iOS app, or an Android app, or a web-based game. So there's different export options too, which is kind of cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So this is like kind of like a Zelda or Earthbound type of game. Just like a top-down platformer game instead of the side-scrolling. And if you get too close to the enemy, it's like the slime, they start chasing you. If you can see below him, he has like a health bar. So if you hit him, he does a squishing sound. Q pose sound check. And then if you kill them, they sometimes drop hearts, and you see the hearts in the top left. So if you get hurt, your health bar goes down. I'll find somebody else down here. another one. So, ugh. My hearts are going down. So, and so yeah, I can just do that. And what's cool with this is you can just create different level screens and then connect them. So you just go to the next one. And so yeah, that's this one. Pretty simple for now, and you can like go behind the trees, even though it's just a painted tree, but it looks 3D.
Yeah, that's cool.
You can, and if you get hurt too many times, you die, of course. So there's that one. Let's see, what else can I show? Oh yeah, so retro games. Here we go. So anybody want to play Tetris? So yep, just simple Tetris. You can see what the next block is.
That's about how I play Tetris for real.
I know. Yeah, so that one's pretty simple, but yeah, so you can like change the blocks out for something else if you want. I gotta think about that one. Oh, this is probably my favorite. I need to go back because I did the tutorials, but I need to go back and you can actually put like notes in the script code too. Like if you pull up the script, you can actually put like here's the script for one of them. But you can like put comments to yourself for what things do. I didn't do that more for this one because this is basically recreating Mario Brothers.
Oh, cool.
So let me see if I can.
Well, we can do them. Do.
Yeah, and it's got the destroying blocks and of course the question blocks. There it is. And then you can destroy the blocks when you're big. Not perfect, but I'll take it. So yeah.
Destroy your mom's block when I'm big. Wait, what?
Weren't we just talking about micros?
That's right. Kelly
Yeah,
talks too much.
Yeah, so just I'm glad I can actually get out of that. I forgot to check that. And then yeah, so I just recreated the first level from the tutorial, and it actually has you slide down the flag here too. Whee! Oh come on, Poe! No comment on that. Sliding down the pole. Yeah, you win, of course. So yeah.
Nice.
So that's that one. Let's see what other ones. Yeah, I made a point to find ones that like were based on retro games too, to like recreate them, and so this one's obviously Frogger. So you got to avoid the cars, and these are supposed to be cats, top-down version of cats, and snakes. But the same thing, like you can ride the logs. I said it. And if you fall off, you die and you got to start over, and the cars get faster if you wait too long. So, and then get up to the end, and you start over, and you can get squished multiple times because the cars are going really fast now. So,
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
and I did find a retro pack too that so I can replace like the cars with the old retro version of the cars, like from Frogger in the arcade, and the old Frog sprite and all that fun stuff too. I still haven't done that yet, but so yeah, this has been preventing me from doom scrolling on social media. I just work on this stuff and have fun.
Nice.
Oh yeah, avoid the creeps. This is definitely one I'm gonna have to repurpose for the show because it's just too easy. So so you just gotta avoid them for as long as you can. There's a timer at the top, and once you get hit, you die. So I can
Nice.
definitely repurpose the headshots from the Pac-Man one I created with AI for this one, I'm sure. So, so that'll probably be coming. Dodge the show creeps, perhaps something like that.
Right.
Title patent pending, of course.
You could make the main character look like Michelle and have all the creeps Casey's face. So Casey's just chasing Michelle around, and Michelle
Yes.
trying to outrun.
Yes. Oh, that's a great idea. I'm gonna have to write that down. So yeah, I haven't found one for Galaga yet, but I think I can probably repurpose this one for Galaga. It's just a space shooting game. You just move side to side, automatic shooting. 5 points per whatever you call those. And yep. So yeah, that's a quick one. I think that's all I have for now, but yeah, I actually got a one that recreates. Oh, I can't think of. Phil's probably gonna kill me because I remember it's based on an old Atari submarine type game. If you guys might know it offhand, I'll have to look it up. But yeah, see that one. And this is just another 2D platformer that's not a knight. It's just simple little things for jumping over snails and collecting apples and wait. And this one has the same thing. You can, there's a little finish that flag here. It just goes to a next screen. It gets a little harder. And of course, if you get touched, come here. Oh no. A little bit more forgiving than the other one when you die. But yeah, so just a real quick one through, but this is what I've been having fun with. So I figured I'd share because it was kind of like those AI games I created. Now I can recreate those in here and have more control over what they can do and everything. So it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, when I was talking about the Michelle versus the Casey's, Casey says he approves that idea, but that's before I said the title, which is Michelle versus the Butt Pirates.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there you Did we lose Poe?
I think we did.
Oh, here he is. There he is. He's back. Oh, I put him in and took him right back out because I didn't think it took the click. There you go.
Yeah, I got disconnected and it wouldn't reconnect, so I need to see everything from the Super Mario Brothers on. That's when I lost connection.
That's what replays are for, Poe.
No, I ain't replaying. I ain't watching this show.
Hey, Pierre's here.
Hey, Pierre.
Hey.
Good to see you, Pierre. I got to move Poe back up here. It's freaking me out.
Nice.
Oh,
now you gotta
that's
get back
cool,
to the
though.
chat and see what. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And looks. Oh, cool. Megan uses Godot too. Looks like that's cool. Yeah. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, that's pretty neat though. Those came out really good.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, the ones I saw were cool.
Yeah.
Well, the ones after Super Mario Brothers were the best, Poe. So
I knew it.
So,
Yeah.
I knew it.
Had all the naked women on it.
Also, so speaking of that, what's cool is my girlfriend's granddaughters like playing retro stuff now that I have things up into the TV in the living room. So they say, "Hey, can we play those games again?" I was like, "Sure." So I was going through the Atari games looking for something for us to play, and I forgot I had the full list. So there was Beam and Eat 'em. There was Custer's Revenge.
Oh no.
There's another one that's based on Custard too. That I guess she dodges cannonballs. She dodges balls. Re-engage or something. I can't remember the exact title, but I was like, "Oh yeah, we're just gonna skip over these before the video preview plays." So yeah.
Hey, Tofu's here.
Hey, Tofu.
He says hi to the chat and Poe's mom. Poe's mom would say hi back, but I told her not to talk with her mouth full. She's just eating pizza. It's pizza night here. What were you guys thinking, perverts? That is really cool, though. That is really cool.
Yeah.
I tried to cheat the system, and I was messing around with that Inti Basic. I thought I'm going to see if I can just make some little cheesy Intellivision game, but I didn't have the time or patience, so I said I'm going to see if AI can help me out, and it helped me make nothing. So that was good. Just error after error, couldn't compile anything. I'm like, just do the base, and I was like, okay, don't use AI for that. I thought, well, I'll just tell it what I want it to do and see if AI can write the code. And it looked pretty, but it wouldn't compile, so you couldn't run.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used AI for those other games, and I was like, it was okay, but it's a lot more fun when you can do it yourself like this, and it actually work.
Right.
And yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm reading back through the chat. Yeah, I think Michelle and Casey's definitely going to be a game.
Yeah. Yeah. What was that game called? Something to creep.
Avoid the creeps, I think.
Avoid the creep. Yeah. So you didn't see that one, Poe?
No.
Yeah. You're a guy, you're running around or whatever, and there's all these little icon guys that are coming, and you just got to not get touched. So I suggested that that Derek should put Michelle as the main character and have a bunch of Caseys trying to catch Michelle. Are you sharing again, Derek?
If you want to show Poe, it doesn't matter. He can always just rewatch the show, but
we could throw it up there.
Sorry, dodge the creeps. My bad, but it still fits. Yeah, so this is one of the ones you missed, Poe.
Just imagine that there is Michelle, and those are all a bunch of Caseys. So Michelle's just trying to avoid. Stay away from the butt pirates.
They get double wieners.
Oh no, they got me from behind.
Oh.
So yeah, that's one of the ones you missed, Poe. I think that's about it.
Michelle isn't hard to catch. Just ask Chuck. Nice.
Yeah, you probably missed Tetris, Poe. Did you see Frogger?
No.
And yeah,
I saw Tetris.
Galaxy Defense shooting from the bottom. Yeah, so.
All right, I'll watch the replay.
I'll definitely show you the version 2s when I actually make them better too. So, but yeah, so that was that. Like I said, a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's amazing how good they look too. I mean, that first one with the little night guy running around, that looked awesome.
Oh yeah,
just really neat stuff.
double winners.
And of course, we got the public service announcement for all you fantasizing about Michelle. She has a dick.
Oh, Megan.
says, well, in that case, hey, oh, that's hilarious. Yeah. I'm
All
still
kinds
waiting.
of good chat on the show.
I'm still waiting for one of these chats when people are throwing stuff around. I'm waiting for Megan to throw out well, I don't know where their moms are, but the dads are over here. Start blasting the dads. Oh,
yeah, but I've said that before. We don't really care what our dads do.
that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Be considerate, Casey. Even Michelle has a mom, Bo says.
At least we know we're not going to go on YouTube and find our dads dressed up in drag.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, your kids won't see that.
Yeah. The weird thing with Michelle's mom is she has more chest hair than Michelle does. It's kind of weird, but whatever.
This mom stuff though is just like, it was hilarious in junior high through high school, and then gamers. We bring this back, military guys, and now it's just in all conversations. Like I sent you guys those pictures of my face was all swollen Friday night and Saturday. I sent them to Bliss and Mike too, and Mike was saying something about it looking, oh wow, that's bad. And I said, oh, it's okay. It went down later, like Bart's mom, and like Bart's not even here to see the joke. So it's natural.
Right. Yeah. They just go.
And Mike said something like, you took it on the chin, also like Bart's mom.
Nice. I'll let her know that you guys were thinking about her. Oh, that's funny. Casey's been working on a Michelle's mom combo. Yeah. That'd be a threesome, 3 wieners. That's hilarious.
Double teamed.
Oh. If any of you guys are brave enough to have a go at my mom, power to you. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
Toby.
that's a great shirt.
Yeah.
It's complete with bloodstain now too.
Blood stain down here somewhere on my belly. It's supposed to be in my belly, not on my belly. Oh, man. Yeah. So what else has been going on? We talked a lot of pinball stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell Greg. I got nothing to say. We talked about it on Sunday.
just replay segments from tonight's show.
In about 7 years, whenever I get my table finished, the plunger and the legs, I'll have to come on with you guys. We can all whip out our micros and talk about them.
Right.
Wait. Oh, what are we talking about?
And I wish Greg would do longer than the shorts that he's doing right now with the Pinball M and the FX on his micro. I'd like to see a full video.
Right. Yeah. He's just throwing up. I'll see it notification. I'm like, oh, Greg did a video. Oh, it's a short. But I mean, it's cool, and he's got some stuff going. And of course, when he's running that OTG, he's able to use OBS to grab the screen. Because I know he was talking about, and that's the problem I'm having too. I would like to do some videos of gameplay, but I don't have a way to film it. When I used to do, before I had the OBS set up, and I don't know if you can even still see it, probably right up here, there's these lighter silver things, which you guys probably can't see. It's probably too small. Those are actually some of that metal plumber's tape strapping stuff with all the little holes that I bent, and I could put my phone in there right above my table, and it would film the glass, the play field.
Nice.
And then I had another camera that I would set right here in front of me on the deck to film the back glass, which in some ways I missed that, because then I could point to stuff on the table, be like, yeah, you want to hit this ramp, and you could see my hands instead of just trying to put the little mouse cursor. But
I was watching. Oh, good.
No, so doesn't Ed just have a tripod with a really long arm that just is over his shoulder? Is that how he does it?
Yeah, I think it's either over his shoulder or straight over his head or something. But
I think.
Yeah, I watched an older YouTuber from England, I think, that bought the micro like 3 years ago. I was looking up videos, and he unboxed it and reviewed it, and he mentioned Ed and Digital Victory. Like, I'm not able to get a good shot on this like Digital Victory does on his videos. I'm trying to figure out how to do that. I'm like, yeah, that'd be nice to know.
I'll tell you one thing, it worked better than I thought it would, but it had one major shortcoming. I took my phone and did a test video, and I just set my phone on the back glass and had the camera lens hanging off the edge, and I put something weighted on the back end so my phone wouldn't fall off of there. So it was just kind of sitting hanging off the edge and I recorded the playfield that way, and then I took it into my editing software and rotated it 180 degrees. But
did it actually get the whole playfield, like all the way down to your
it
buttons?
did. It recorded the whole thing. I actually had to crop some of the bottom off where my hands were.
Oh, wow.
But it's reversed. You know, it's kind of doing this.
Yeah, the perspective is like when you're looking at those tables, your bumpers look right, but if you're off to the side or something, they're going to look different.
Yeah, when you're upside down like that, it made the top of the table look huge, and down where where the flippers are was small. So it's like reversed, and I probably could put it in the editing software and try to tweak it, but I'm guessing I'd get a lot of artifacting doing that stuff. Hey, Salvatore's here. Good evening.
Nice.
Mike says
think of that video you guys showed and shared in Discord about the other guy that was unboxing his micro.
Mm-hmm.
He had, and as ridiculous as it looks when you're not recording with it, he had like a head thing where he put his phone in, it was tilted down. So when he was playing, it wasn't blocking his view, but it was like right here.
Yeah.
I almost thought about getting one of those on Amazon. I found them.
Oh,
just
really?
to give it a try, but yes, that's another option. But
yeah,
just don't let anybody else see you doing it, I guess.
Yeah, I thought about, because we're in a tiny house, and right now I still don't have any drywall on the roof right above where I have it on the ceiling. So I thought, man, I could just rig up a thing that hangs from the ceiling truss and have a little shelf that I could put my phone on to record from above it. But I haven't had the balls to tell Kelly I was thinking about doing that yet, because I already put the pinball machine in the house instead of out here. So I might be pushing it to have rigs hanging from the ceiling to mount. But yeah, I just mounted I built a shelf to put the table on.
Oh, nice.
And it's on a stud that's perfectly in line with that roof truss, so I could hang a camera straight above the table very easily from that deal. But I wouldn't have a convenient. I guess I could probably make a way that I could put the thing up when I wanted to record and take it down when I'm not recording.
Just tell Kelly it's a low-hanging ceiling fan. Just put a couple blades on the side of the camera, then
right. It's just a fan. It'll be fine. Can't you just put mirrors on the ceiling? Yeah, we already got the bong. Yeah, those are over Casey's mom's bed. What?
Oh crap! Kelly's listening. Oh no!
She probably has the sound down because she's heard all she wants to hear from the three of us over the years.
Hey, wait a minute! I'm not lumping this yet. I haven't been around that long.
Oh, it's a term of endearment there.
Yeah,
it's something to shoot for.
Hey, Chaos, you can't hear me? I saw that in the chat. Do I still sound low like I usually do, like I'm reciting an audiobook?
Yeah. No, I can hear you just fine. I mean, you might be a little lower than us. We didn't do a sound check before.
Yeah. Normally we're all professional and shit, and we do that stuff 30 minutes before we come on.
How about now? I went ahead and turned you up a little bit, so maybe if...
Ooh, I felt that, Bart. Thank you.
Did you feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since we're still talking about micros. Yeah, does that sound better with the volume now?
Yeah. I can hear you just fine. I always could.
Yeah.
But, Kelly said...
How far did you get in Requiem, Poe?
Oh, not very far yet. No, I played... Those first two videos were both under an hour. And then I played last Sunday. It was only like 25 minutes, and I didn't even get that video out yet. So that's it so far.
I still haven't bought it yet. I'm kind of waiting for the Game of the Year edition in a couple of years, probably.
It's probably, I mean, all the DLC and everything will be out by then.
Yeah.
So
they'll be on
and
their
their next
fourth
game.
remake of Resident Evil 1.
Yeah, I'm hoping they do that. That's, of course, one of the rumors, but also Resident Evil 0 remake is also a rumor. So
I thought they already remade Resident Evil 1, didn't they?
Yeah, but that was like in the GameCube days. And people want it now on the new Resident Evil engine. The nice thing is they changed them up enough. But even if you remember everything about the original game, it's going to be a little different. Yeah, Requiem is... I love how these creatures in this one are zombies actually talk, you know, say different things, funny things.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like they kind of remember their real life before this life or whatever. But there's one, I only saw the clip for this one. It was in a short, everybody's calling him Chubby or Chubbs. He's a zombie that's like so fat, he can barely fit through the hallway. And he's yelling at you the whole time, like, stop laughing, as if you're laughing at his weight problem. and he's like, eat shit, you know?
Oh, that's funny.
Nice.
And then they were doing something where they were attaching something to his back. I think it was to kill him. And every time they did that, he's like, stop it.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it looks amazing. I just don't have any modern consoles at all. So, but, and I don't play them. It's been a long time since I played anything that's that long playing.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, Cloudy Mountain. That's about the length of a game I like to play.
Right.
Something I can play through in one sitting.
I love them. I love the long games and the great detail and everything, but there's just no time at all. No time for anything. Always plan on playing them to the end. And
Yeah,
gets
I
messed
guess
up.
that's where
I'd rather
Shelby's
play the
at.
short games.
Yeah, and I really want to get that pinball table finished, but I also want to do the update and put the things on my Sprint that Bart sent me 2 months ago. I need to do all that. I have all those emails saved, so
You know, it's
because I think
funny.
there was one where you did something, and then you had the next email was like, "Forget all that, do this." I'm like, it's a good thing I wasn't actually doing them while it was happening, right?
Right. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that both of those that I sent, that was before we actually received our Sprints. I was like, this is the first thing. Here's, I think they were like the original 125. I'm like, I got all these, but and then I was like, oh wait, here, this has some changes.
Yeah, and I know. I think AF wasn't there was some kind of change there that actually came out at some point after I bought it and put it on there, and I hadn't even played it, so I need to go back in and put those files in or whatever. And, I just need the time. But I didn't schedule any vacation until July for when my boy came home, so I have 4 weeks. I did 1 week in days, so the vacation days in case I have doctor's appointments, and then 2 weeks in July when he's home, and then next Christmas. So that, you know, or Christmas time, yeah, will be my 4th for the year. So I need a week where I'm just here with nothing going on. That would be great.
Right. Yeah. I downloaded the newest beta update that they have on Atari Age, but I haven't put it on yet because I was reading through some of the stuff, and I think they put that pause or the reset back to the game menu instead of going all the way back to the carousel. They put that on there, but it's different buttons than what I did. And now I think the bottom left and the 5 button, they got that set as a universal pause, because, you know, you can do the 1-9 on the keypad, but a lot of the homebrews, I guess, don't use that. So they put a universal one. Well, I'm using that bottom button in the 5, and I'm just being lazy about going in and figuring out how to undo all that stuff, because I put it all in the JSON files.
Okay.
And I'd have to undo all that stuff and then install the new beta update, and then put like the run and gun cheat hack thing back in it so you can play Tron and all those and do the run and gun.
Yeah.
I'd have to put all that back in.
Yeah, that's why I haven't done any of that stuff yet. I knew they were going to change everything. So
Yeah.
that is true for the Game Station Go, the Atari Game Station Go. There's a guy working on custom firmware for that thing that's making this machine awesome. Yeah, even more awesome than it is or was. But he has like a new update every week for it. So I'm like, I should hold off and wait until he has like the ultimate update for the thing and then do it for it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's as people are fond of saying, for me, it's all Casey's fault because I saw Casey doing that bottom left and 5 to get to the menu. And, you know, some of those games, you play a game and there is no way to get, you know, to restart. You'd have to hit the reset button and it make you go all the way out to the menu and then the carousel, and then you'd have to come back in. I'm like, dude, I want that. So I put it on all of the games, all in one batch. So I'm sure I can take it off of all of the games all in one batch. I just got to spend the time to do it. And yeah.
I don't know if you've ever watched Scott the Laws. I think his channel's hilarious. He's a huge YouTuber, tons of, you know, millions of subscribers. But
Wow.
funny videos, good stuff. And he had a video that I just watched, but it came out a month or so ago about the worst controllers of all time. Now, he's a kid compared to us. I think his first system was like the N64. But he's going down through all the worst, and at the end, he's going to tell you which one was the very worst. So then it broke down to, after he went through all these bad controllers, it came down to the Atari 5200 and the Intellivision controller. And he said the worst controller of all time was the Intellivision controller. And I was like, wow, I have a lot of friends that would disagree with you on that for sure. 5200, I think, is what everybody else in the world would say is the worst controller. But yeah. That kind of surprised me.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's because I got my Intellivision when I was young, and well, relatively, I wasn't as young as Casey was. I'm still not as young as Casey is. It's a strange phenomenon how that works. But you know, I was like 12 or 13 when I got my Intellivision, but I never had an issue. I always liked the controller.
Right. And one of the things that he ripped on was the original Intellivision controller number pad. He didn't like the way the puffy buttons felt. I'm like, people love that more than Intellivision 2's controller.
Oh, yeah. And it's almost a must for games, you know, just doing it by feel and not, you don't want to have to look down and try to figure out what button you're pushing.
Now, he did say he was ripping on like the Jag and the 5200. You have these number pads. And why do you need that? It's not like you have all these combinations here. He did address that. He said, at least with the Intellivision games, there are a lot of games that you actually need this number pad for. So it made sense for them to have it. But
yeah. ColecoVision controller is worse than the 5200.
yeah, and he ripped on that one too, but it didn't make the top 2 for him.
We're all older than Mike. Yeah. Yeah. Mike's a youngin'. I'm 57 now. Just 57 in 2 days. No, 4 days. I don't even know. When was it? 5 days. Thursday.
Yeah, there were too many birthdays this week. We had my son's on Monday. We had yours on Thursday.
Yeah.
Daughter's Saturday, and my mother-in-law's is tomorrow. We went out for birthday dinner yesterday. It's like, okay, I'm birthdayed up now.
Too many birthdays and we're too old to remember all of them, right?
Yeah. That's right. People were like, I had 2 or 3 people ask me, you got any plans for your birthday? I'm like, I did laundry and then I cleaned out the motorhome. So it was a big, exciting day. Yeah, I decided when we took that hutch out to move the spiders into Shelby's room, that left a big empty spot in our shed. So we had in our motorhome, where Kelly and I lived in that motorhome for over 3 years, but now it's just turned into storage in our spare bathroom. And I decided, because I never got around and now I don't know, things are not lining up to where I'll be able. I was going to build a new arcade building, get out of the trailer. I was going to make it big enough I could put up all my band equipment stuff too. I haven't played my bass in like 4 years, and but that's not going to happen anytime soon. So in the front section that used to be the living room of the motorhome, we had taken the couch and stuff out a long time ago, and we just had boxes, totes of stuff. I moved that all into the shed, and I'm going to turn that front little section, set up my band equipment, so if I want to play some music or something, I can go out there and jam.
Nice.
But I don't have air conditioning out there. I could, but I don't. And So it would be early in the morning in the summertime and afternoons in the wintertime when it warms up in there. But yeah, just somewhere I could go and play, because now my piano, I got an electronic piano, but that used to sit under our TV, and now that has consoles all across it, because I got all that stuff. The Atari 7800 Plus is there, the Sprint's there, the Switch is there, the Raspberry Pi with all that
I'm looking
stuff.
at that micro in my basement, and I'm like, I'm putting legs on this thing. I want legs on it, I'm like, where the hell am I going to put it that it's going to stay in the game ring? Because right now, it's probably more convenient to leave the legs off. We have a chest freezer down there. I could just throw it on there, and there's an outlet right above the chest freezer. Like,
Oh yeah.
what am I going to do with this once I get the legs on?
Yeah.
I'm debating getting legs for mine too, because I have a couple rolling tables, side tables for the couch. I was going to put on one of those probably, and maybe I don't even need any legs. I think you just roll it around.
Somebody suggested in one of the videos to go to this Pinball Life where they sell all pinball accessories. So these legs are for real pinball cabinets, but people have used them for the micro. So I ordered that without even thinking about it. They sent it, and I also ordered the little leveling feet, the little swivel feet. So got all those together, and the bolts didn't come with the thing. So I'm like, I can use the ones that came with the micro. Well, no, the holes in the legs are too big for that. You need some washers or something.
Oh, man.
So I went back to Pinball Life, and I ordered, I think they're actually legs for, what did they say? Was it Stern tables and Sega tables? But they said they work on the micro. So then I bought the bolts. They're supposed to be coming here this week. We'll see. If there's something else missing, I'm going to the hardware store for. I'm not waiting any longer. If I need something else.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to say, and Obsidian Contraptions here, welcome aboard. Our living room, kitchen combo, whatever you want to call it, the main part of our house that isn't the bathroom and bedroom, is 10 by 18. If I can find a spot, you guys can find spots for yours.
I'm thinking there might be a way I can move that chest freezer down just a little bit and fit that table in between the chest freezer and my CRT for my old systems.
There you go. Yeah, we have the spot on the floor. It's kind of between the TV and the door to the bathroom and bedroom. And there's I don't even know how big it is. Probably, I don't know, just around 2 feet, because it's about the same distance as the pinball sticks out of the wall. 2 foot by 3 foot dog bed that lays there. That's where Bandit sleeps all the time. And I basically put the shelf above his bed, because it's kind of a dead space in our thing. And it took him about 4 hours before he would go on the bed, because he's like, I don't know what the fuck this is above my bed. And every once in a while, someone will stand next to my bed. I'm hearing sounds, and they're shaking it around. I don't know what's going on. But then once he laid down over there, he's like, oh, okay, it's fine. I don't know. So it's actually sitting above the dog bed. And it's like everything else that I build on my desks. It's high tech. It's a piece of OSB. I have a 2x4 I screwed into the wall, screwed the OSB, and then put another piece of 2x4 to 45.
That works.
And yeah, it's very.
You should, what did they call those beds? You should do it like that, where it can fold right up into your micro can fold up into the wall.
A Murphy bed.
Yeah,
a Murphy bed pinball stand. Yeah.
That would be unique.
Technically, my desk that I use for my laptop, which is on the other side of the TV, it is kind of like that, but it goes the other way. If I can click some latches, and the desk will fold down flat against the wall, and then I can lift it up, and it just locks in. And that was when we first moved here and got the tiny house set up. That was our dining table set up. We'd have it just hanging against the wall, and then when it was time to eat, we'd fold up the table, and we'd have a place to sit instead of sitting in front of the TV with the plates on our lap or whatever. And then eventually we said it's taking up too much space. So, and now we just
wasn't. movie. Was it Dudley Moore and Goldie Hawn? And I can't remember. There was a movie, and I'm pretty sure it was Dudley Moore, where you pulled a thing in his room, and the bed came lowering down, and a disco light and bubbles and lava lamps. He pulled it, and the bed would come. I can't remember what movie that was.
Yeah,
Pretty hilarious.
Yeah, I feel like I remember that, but I can't remember the movie either. Dudley Moore. That's the name. I haven't heard in a long time. How funny. How funny. But anyway, yeah.
I saw what's his name? I know you've talked about it. Watched him. Kong does the arcade or the pinball videos.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Be Kong. Yeah.
I found one of his older videos too, and he had bought that plunger, and he did a live stream that his wife installed it while he recorded and everything to show how to do it. But his legs, he put legs on his, and I think he just went to Home Depot and got angle iron. Like, I didn't watch the video he installed those, but I mean, that was a do-it-yourselfer for sure. He just, I don't know if he drilled into the cabinet then or what he did, but he put legs on his micro. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I figured either way, whether I put it here or in the house, it was going to hang on the wall because I just figured that's the easiest way, and I could custom put the right height, because if it gets too high, then Kelly needs a ladder, and if it gets too low, then I get a sore back trying to play the thing.
Right.
And what I actually did,
swivels on that shelf part, you said is right by the bathroom. You just swivel it right into the bathroom and play with it on the pot too. Right.
Well, what I did is, because it is actually a little lower than I would have liked it been. It's perfect for Kelly, but when we first put the arcade up, Kelly bought me a couple of arcade chairs that can rise or lower. I carried one of those over there, so I can just set that at the right height and I can sit down and play. So.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know Polo hadn't figured out. Yeah, it's now I have a machine gun. Ho ho ho. Is it just me or is Poe skipping some? He's skipping over to your mom's house.
I've had a few problems. I've actually got bumped off here twice tonight with the storms coming through. You guys didn't even mention the first one, so you probably didn't even notice it. But the second one was when Derek was showing his stuff there.
Yeah, I noticed a couple of hiccups in your video, but not bad. So we're going to go with it's just Casey. Yeah. Oh, it's audio. I don't know.
Over here, yeah.
I have Poe muted on my side. I just read his lips. I'm a good guesser. Yeah, we talk so often he doesn't even have to talk. I just know what he's going to say.
He just knows it.
Yeah. When you've been friends as long as we have. And
Bart's the first person I talked to before bed, last person before bed. First thing when I get out of bed in the morning.
Yeah, it tends to work that way. Yeah, and then don't even get us started with old Poe and old Offgrid. They were talking for a long time. Yeah, it's funny. A lot of people probably don't know. That's kind of like the origin story of old Poe. We used to just do that stuff in our chat with Mike and Greg, and all of a sudden, old Poe and old Offgrid would be having conversations completely on their own. And Mike and Greg would just be like, haha, that's we're like, yeah, we're just doing this for us. We don't care.
I've had people suggest that old Poe get his own channel totally. That's probably because they want to avoid mine. But it's like, I haven't made a video with him for forever either. I have all these ideas. I'll be thinking of something driving home from work, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that one will be pretty funny. I'm going to do that. And it never happens.
Yeah. Just today, I had a girl at work, and she relieved me at work, and we got to talking. She's like, I don't know why you're working at a hotel. You should be a comedian or something, because I'm never serious, ever. And kind of like you are, Poe. And she goes, you know what you should do? You should get like a show on YouTube. And she goes, well, I know you have that one show, but you should have like your own show. And I'm like, I told Kelly on the ride home, I was like, Not what I talk about by myself on a show. It's like,
What's up with these pinball cabinets?
yeah, yeah. Maybe you guys should try sleeping in separate beds, says Megan.
It's like that meme. I bet
Yeah.
you think about other micros.
Sleeping in separate beds wouldn't work. Every time our alarm clock is me pee in the bed at a certain time, that wakes Bart up right away.
Right,
We
that's
don't
right.
stop it.
That's because
Yeah.
Bart puts your hand in a bowl of water after you fall asleep.
Oh,
We
it's
sleeping-
supposed to be water? Oh, I've been putting people's hand in a bowl of piss. Thought that's how it worked.
We sleep in separate beds all the time. It's just I'm in Casey's mom's bed and Poe's in Mike's mom's.
Yeah, those are bunk beds, so it's almost like we're together.
Right?
Or should I say,
Yeah.
spunk beds.
Yeah.
It's a water bed just filled with seminal fluid, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Filled with the motion of the ocean. Yeah.
Right?
Lotion.
Yeah. That's funny stuff. That is funny
It
stuff.
always starts out this way. You know, the beginning of the show, I'm usually feeling kind of crappy, and then I start to feel better as the show goes, and then I get out of control. I need to watch my mouth.
It's okay, Poe. Phil's not here.
What's that,
69.
Chaos? A sleep member bed? That's a little stiff on the back for me.
Bump beds.
Bump beds. Nice.
God be with you, Poe. Good luck. Oh, that's hilarious. Shit. Now I forgot what we were talking about before. But we got on this tangent.
Your micro pinball shelf and your
Yeah.
arcade stools. Stools.
Yeah. Well, that was probably the end of it. That's probably why we drifted off. But yeah, I from the get-go had planned on hanging it on the wall. Because,
Nice.
yeah, for me, it seemed like the right option. Because I didn't want to be locked into, the height of the legs or any of that stuff, or would I have to have enough floor space for it? When you're in a tiny house like we are, like I said, the TV's mounted, and then I had the piano underneath the TV because you don't have room for both. Everything in our house is stacked.
I thought about once I got the legs on mine, moving it to the next room over, which is the laundry room. But I know what would happen there. There'd be stacks of tidy whities sitting on top of it. Or else
Right.
the wife will put the tide on it, and there'll just be dried up tide all over the.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Nice. You put a laundry table in for me over here.
There's a skid mark right over the flipper. Gosh, darn it.
Hey, you see that new table? What's that big brown mark on it? By the right bumper there. There's no brown mark on mine, Poe. Oh.
Must have been laundry day. Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what your thoughts are, Derek, when you get yours unboxed and playing with it.
And Casey will never open his.
I think he's on schedule for Tuesday getting his, which is conveniently right after he does a show on Monday, so he won't be able to talk about it or show
Also,
anything.
Casey
Did he
got one
say
too.
earlier?
Nice.
Yeah, I thought he said earlier in the chat that he got it already. Maybe not.
No, I don't think so. I think he was just saying he got one. Yeah, last I heard, unless something changed, but he told me the other day it was scheduled for Tuesday. Tuesday delivery, which makes I told Kelly when we were doing the math on when you got yours, when I got mine, when Greg should have got his, I was betting on Casey getting it on Monday, just based on this. But then he said, yeah, it's scheduled for Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm glad Greg finally got his after all that. I'm like, how did I get mine before Greg?
Yeah. Well, and he felt a little bit better because I told him, oh, how you were saying you got yours, and it went right from it's still in Georgia to out for delivery. Yeah. But then he got another notice from FedEx, like, yeah, we're looking into it to find out where it is. And then the next day he got the out for delivery. So, yeah, Casey said he bought it, doesn't have it yet. Yeah. But so I'm looking forward to Casey's thoughts on it too. And I think he said, if I remember correctly, he said he's never had a pinball format. He's played digital pinball before, but he never had it in a table format where you can play it. So that's interesting. I mean, Derek has experience playing on digital pinball cabinets, but still, this mini, I'm curious to see what your thoughts are on it. And I know you didn't have. Did your 4K work for a little bit and then it stopped? Or
yeah, well, silly me, I got it, I set it up, but then the third screen didn't work, so I had to go through a bunch of stuff to get a new back box, and then it worked for a little bit, but then I didn't use it for a few months, and then when I turned it back on, I was like, it wouldn't connect. And stuff like that, and I haven't tried it for a while because that was supposed to be what I was going to do today, but I didn't.
Yeah,
it's just like I didn't unbox the micro either, but yeah, so I'm just going to get that working. But yeah, the HD, I have an HD at Games pinball too that I haven't turned on even longer, but that has like the arcade panel and everything. So
yeah,
I'm thinking about swapping the arcade panel from the HD to the 4K pinball because it's the same size and it's the same hookups from what I saw on Facebook. So,
oh, nice.
I don't know if I'll ever play arcade games on it, but it's a 4K screen. So,
right.
Or it says it's a 4K screen. I remember that one video post in Discord with that guy ragging on the 4K quality of the 4K pinball screen. It's like, it's not actually, it was like, it looks pretty good to me. I mean, looks better than the HD. That's all I wanted.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to this, especially with your glowing reviews of it.
Yeah.
How good it looks to you. Yep.
Yeah, and I don't have another one, so I mean, but for me, I think, wow, this is awesome. I finally have a way to have a table and a real table in the house, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, with all that stuff, the resolution, the smaller the screen gets, the less resolution you really need. You take a 480, old school 480, but if it's on a screen this big, it'll look pretty darn good. You blow it up on a 50-inch TV, it looks like garbage. So a 1080p but shrunk down to a 16-inch diagonal screen, 1080p looks pretty crisp, and
that's cool. I remember that was a good point that Jabba mentioned. Yeah, that it's a smaller screen, so it's probably that bad. So
and like I said, what I was impressed with is the feel. I'm not sensing any lag at all, any slowdowns. I'm not seeing any stutters with the ball. The sound is amazing. Yeah, I don't want to overhype the thing and then you get bummed because wait, I was expecting more. But yeah,
but Bart said,
yeah, but yeah, and Casey said he's not collecting it. He's going to use it. He got it for the whole family. Yeah, and I think the whole family will love it. Like I said, I was trying to talk my boy into it. It's like, man, you got kids; they'll love playing on that thing.
It's a really good deal now too. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, and at $250, like I said the other day, and maybe said it last week when we were on with Casey, and that he ended up buying it during the show. He okay, I bought it. And and he was blaming us for it in Discord, I think. But
even if you don't add anything else to it, you got 50 games, 50 tables right there.
50 table. And the way I look at it, at $5 a table, you get 50 tables, and the machine was free. Because you get 50 tables, $5 a table, that's $250. So the machine was free for if you pay.
And now some of us can play more Zaccaria tables since we haven't had an update on our Switch or anything for a long time for those.
Right.
Or actually play them.
And I don't want to get ahead of myself, but and I'm sure we'll talk more in depth about it on Wednesday, and I'm going to try to get with Greg to do a test. I think you can set up the multiplayer like you can do in Zaccaria.
I think so too.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Just looking at Reddit and seeing people, because I asked that question. I did a Google search and saw a few posts.
Yeah, I think you can set up a room, and then your friends can join that room, and you're taking turns, and when the other guy's playing, you're watching him play on
if that works,
and then yeah, because that is awesome.
I wonder if they're gonna make it get like ArcadeNet or something like that through.
I think it works with just the free version of ArcadeNet.
Nice.
I don't think you have to do the paid version. I think it works on the free version.
Cool, yeah.
But that is an amazing feature. It's a lot of fun, and it's funny. I was talking with either Gemini or Grok, one of those. I'm asking about some of that stuff, and it's funny. The AI made it sound like that was a detractor, that you're playing one at a time, and that it's like you don't get to just play at the same time. It's like, I don't want to play at the same time. I want to watch the both playing, and I want him to be able to
play at the same time when you're playing pinball together anyway.
They're getting as bitchy as Reddit now. AI.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I'm like, no, that's the point. And and I always said it's the closest thing to, if the three of us linked up and we're playing a 3-player and we got a phone call or Discord and we're all able to talk, that's as close as we're ever going to get to standing in an arcade without a couple of us going on a long trip, but it's like you can talk shit while the other guy's playing. You can have a great time. It's almost like you're at the arcade together.
And you can watch our channels and see our real reactions to these things. That kind of stuff is exciting to us. It really is disappointing, I think, when you go into like the pinball bites. I was watching it live, but I couldn't hear it because it started after I went back to work from lunch. So I had my phone kind of off to the side. But I'm watching the comments scroll, and all I see is people ripping on At Games Pinball, Rest in peace, At Games, this and that. And it's like, I think they get it from certain YouTubers that are down about it. So then they get the hive mindset where, this YouTuber said that. I subscribe to him. He's right. Screw this. Just like the whole Amico thing a few years back.
Yeah. Well, and what I heard was they just didn't mention the At Games, that the new pack is coming out on At Games. They didn't say they're not supporting At Games ever again. They just said they're not. But I also saw on At Games site that At Games is working on a new version of the 4K pinball. And we know they're coming out with a new version of the HD pinball. And it might be Zen saying, time out, let's see what they release. We're not going to release something that's only for this one. And then
it's like the pro versions of each or something like that. Is that what they mentioned?
Yeah. Oh, here we
I heard the 4K Pro is going to be like a lot more expensive than the 4K was. Though.
Yeah. I saw some of the
$3,000, I think.
Yeah, it's like $3,000. $3,000. Yeah. Flight Quest 40, welcome. Hanging out with us. Any thoughts on a gaming headset? Looking for a brand with a long boom with mic, like the mic in front of my talker. I sit in my simulator, voice bounce off screens. I don't know. I don't have a headset at all other than these wrap around the ear things, which work phenomenal, but that's what I use. And then I just use the camera's microphone. But do you guys have any ideas? What's a good headset with a boom mic? Derek's got a mic on his headset there.
Yeah, I'm not using the mic part because I have a updated mic.
Yeah, same here.
I know. I was actually looking at the ones that Gaming Road Warrior got. I forget the brand name, but they were like headphones with Bluetooth headset in them too, something like that. And he uses them for PS5 gameplay. It says they're great. I can't remember the brand name though. I think that they're only like $80 too. They weren't really that expensive either. So, but yeah.
Yeah, and for my simulator stuff, when I was doing like what the heck's the name of that? Beyond ATC with Microsoft Flight Sim. I used the tracking camera over here that I use for my head tracking for American Truck Stim. I use that thing's microphone to pick up my voice when I'm calling ATC. I click the button on my yoke and then I say,
nice.
Leaving a member 451, taking off runway 29er. and it just picks me up from that camera. But that's not getting broadcast anywhere, so I don't care if it sounds like shit as long as the computer can tell what I'm saying. Yeah, seems like to be Sunday evenings lately hanging out. This is the place to hang out.
That's right.
It's almost like that's what the show's called, hanging out. Yeah. Kaos says, ever since I've been on YouTube, I've said I love at games. I don't give a shit what anybody. And that's the way you got to be. I mean, if you have something you like, I don't give a shit what anybody says, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm also not a big fan of shitting on things that other people like either. You know, even if it's not my cup of tea, I don't have to say something bad. I'll be honest. If I had a bad experience with it, I'll be honest, but I'm not going to be a dick about it. And I'm not going to say, you know, I don't care that you love it. It's a piece of shit because I didn't like it. You know?
Yeah.
Because that goes with everything.
I like the at games because I'm not handy, and the Legends Ultimate arcade machine, it came in 2 big boxes. Let's put the one on top of the other. That was it. The screen went on top of the base, and that was it. And the pinball tables are pretty much come assembly. Just put the legs on. So I mean,
yeah. Polo said he heard it'll be released with a Snapdragon processor, but it'll be priced at $3,000, and you'll have to rebuy tables. I won't be getting one. I know that, but I just, for one, I don't have $3,000 laying around for a table. But I didn't buy the 4K, the first version 4K. I'm fine. Here's my deal. I wear glasses. Most people never see me with my glasses on. If you watch my Intellivision and Atari stuff, though, I am wearing my glasses because the TV's too far away. I can't see very well. But I don't wear glasses when I'm playing pinball. I don't wear my glasses. Usually it's only when I'm watching TV or driving. So for me to pay extra for a 4K, this monitor here is 1080p. It looks fine to me because my eyes are not good enough to see. Now, maybe if I wore my glasses, I'd be able to see the detail better. But I'm certainly not going to pay enough. If I'm too lazy to put on my glasses to make it look better, I'm certainly not going to pay $3,000 to make it look better. But and Derek, I get that you've had issues with your 4K, but it does get.
But yeah, it's not even going on Reddit and bashing everybody that has at games anything just because I have a somewhat bad experience now. It's like the arcade still works good. I have the CoinOps X on there, the USB drive Crypto was mentioning on there. I mean, it works. It's good.
Yeah. And what cracks me up with a lot of these, it cracks me up in the meaning, kind of pisses me off. But a lot of people will go online and shit talk stuff and they've never actually used it themselves. It's like, well, I know a guy who knows a guy. And they said it sucks, so fuck them, it sucks. It's the worst thing ever. It's like, have you ever played one? Have you ever even seen one in person? Well, no, but I trust this guy's judgment. Well, then take it for yourself. But you know, I'm not going to say, if I haven't played something firsthand, and I'm not going to say it sucks. I might say, well, I've heard some bad stuff, but I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of these YouTubers that do that, that's how their channels blew up. People wanted to see them sit there and talk about a popular thing that came out and complain about it. So they just go with that, you know. I'm going to be negative about everything now. And, you know.
Yeah. Shit talk TV.
Yeah, right.
I'm not a big fan of that. And I'm the opposite, where I think those people lose credibility. If I see someone that totally tried, you know, back when Arcade 1-Up was big, when iArcade was still in business, and you'd see someone that trash talks the iArcade, and I have one and I played it, I'm like, well, this fucker doesn't know what he's talking about, because I have one and it plays fine. I just stopped watching them, because it's like, okay, they're either lying for the clicks or they're just talking out their ass, or both. Could be both. Good info, thanks. My headset went south. Using a boom mic in front of my face flying is awkward. when I record for the YouTube channel. Yeah. It is awkward to have a microphone in front of you when you're doing that.
Yeah, really. It's really hard to
Yeah.
do anything.
Yeah. Got old school Genesis, the one that has 80 games and plays Genesis games, and I have the second one that doesn't play games, which is the basic one. Then they came out with another one. Yeah, I just, all of my videos, everything I shoot that's not in the house, I'm using this camera's microphone. If you're hearing my voice, it's this camera. It's a Sony, I don't even know what. Shelby got it for me for Christmas a couple years back. I know it. I priced it out, and the base model was $600 for this camera, and it seems to work well. And especially when I figured out in OBS how to record the camera's audio separate from the game audio, as long as I'm wearing a headset, and then I can, in processing, I just push it over to my laptop, separate the two audio tracks, and then I can manually adjust the volume levels.
Oh, nice.
And it makes it, I don't have to spend time testing this, do a quick recording, listen to it back. Oh, the game was too loud or too quiet. I just record it. And I'm getting to the point with some games I just know. When I do a truck sim, I raise the truck audio to +6 on the little scale, and my voice audio goes to +9. Comes out perfect. But I can see the little waveforms and all that, and I can tell if I'm maxing them out. And yeah, but in the house, I use that other cheap micro. You can tell I did that one. I don't often do videos with intros like you do, Poe. You'll do an intro with a piece of gameplay and then an outro. But when I did that for, what was it? No, it was the Intellivision, because I came out here and I used this camera to show off the box art and all that stuff. And then when I went in there to my setup on the laptop, man, that sounds like shit. You can't tell. It's not as obvious when it's only from in there, but when I switched from here to there, it was like, oh my gosh. I spent about half an hour trying to use filters and different effects on that audio to try to make it sound decent, and it didn't. It didn't. That game's made the Intellivision Flashback, and I found out recently you can actually sideload games on it. Nice.
Yeah, that game's Intellivision Flashback Ultimate. A lot of those guys like Papa Pete and them were using that before the Sprint came out, for their channel. They'd have to get it modded, I think, or I don't know if they put a pie in the thing or how they did that, but they loaded all the games on it.
Nice. Yeah, the Sprint just makes it so easy. Everything is so easy with that. Just grab the HDMI output for recording.
That's what I like.
throw a thumb drive in there, and you got whatever you need.
For modern consoles, like most of the time, instead of buying for the Switch or the Switch 2, I was buying for the PS5 because they made it even easier. Like, make your video clip here, you save it on your PlayStation 5, you can upload directly to YouTube, but you can keep it private, and if you want to go and make an intro for it, go do that, download it to your device, and then edit it all together, or leave it as is, just upload it straight to YouTube or streaming. We can do that almost every time we play Walkabout together. I just stream right from the PS5. I wish all these consoles would do that.
Yeah. Now, supposedly this micro is supposed to be able to do that. And I don't know if you saw, Greg had a couple false starts where he was trying to but he couldn't get it to work. But because I had the thought of, like you were just saying, set it up, but do it private, and then I could download it and edit it whatever I needed to. I could use my phone to record my voice and then overlay the voice with the video from because there's no way to grab your voice from the micro, but I could just sync them up in my editing software. And it's there's a lot of options. And yeah, but I actually, when I used to record with the cameras, I had a Sony little handy cam, and that's what I would set on this deck to record the back glass. And then I'd have to hook that up to my laptop and export the video from that. And yeah, it was a lot of steps. I had 3 different video sources, and I'd have to combine them all and sync them up. And I got pretty good at doing
that's way more than I do now.
3 claps, and I could see the claps and the waveforms and line them up and then cut all that out. But it was pretty. So that's the one Mikey has, the Steel Series.
Yeah, I think that's one. I saved it in my save for later at Amazon. I found it.
Yeah.
It's like $308 though, so I was a little off on the price.
Oh, is it?
But yeah. But he said it's phenomenal, so. Oh, and Poe, the Goldie Hawn Dudley foul play.
Foul play.
I think that's what it was, yeah. I looked that up too.
Yep. I just remember that being on one of the UHF channels when I was a kid. So, they would replay a lot of the same movies. I think I saw that one a handful of times back then. Was that the one that also had Chevy Chase in it? Look it up, might have.
Yeah, I'm not sure. UHF channel, that's where I'd watch Benny Hill.
Oh, yeah, I love that. My mom didn't love that so much.
Oh, yeah, you didn't want your mom to find out you were watching Benny Hill, but you could watch the Benny Hill stuff.
I think when she came in the one time, he was being somebody with a speech impediment or something, and I think he was trying to say he was fishing in the pond, and he's like, I was fishing in the pond. Me and my brother are laughing, our asses off, and he's like, turn this garbage off.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was my first experience with Monty Python. Also, it was on like UHF channel 78 or something like that in Phoenix. They'd have those British shows, but Benny Hill, you never know. You might get some booby action in there.
Right.
Much better than trying to watch the Skinamax with the line going through it. You're like, wait, what is it? I saw a nipple, but I'm not sure if it was his or hers.
Or if it was a nipple.
Or if it even was a nipple. But
not that I know anything about that or doing that or watching Scrambled anything. No, of course not.
I told the story on our old show, I think, but once we finally got cable. Now they didn't get cable until I was the only one at home, but right before I went into the Air Force, my brother got out of the Army, so he moved back in for a short time, and those channels were still there, like the Scrambled Spice Channel and stuff. With my parents' TV, it wouldn't just come up when you were flipping through unless you set that channel to pick up the signal. So the Spice Channel was there, but it was all messed up. And you could input a channel label for it. I named it after my brother, Chad. So that way when my parents were scrolling through, it would show up and it said Chad, and you could hear it. He was so pissed at me for doing that.
Oh, that's hilarious. Retro Gamer 1977, Michael, he's in the chat. He's in his rental car listening. And I realized I saw that go up, so I put his chat up on the screen, and I don't know if he heard that or not, but I did click it. So I
was watching him play Donkey Kong and Atlantis on the Intellivision the other day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
They got a killer deal on an Intellivision, like $58 for the console and a couple games. Man.
Yeah.
Chad was the fall guy.
Chad was the fall guy. Yeah.
The funny thing is, Chad is not a Chad. So Chad was a Chad before there were Chads, I guess. He's total opposite of that. But he was my older brother, one of them, and he's 2 years older than me. So there was always this rivalry between us. We were best friends, but he was also beating the shit out of me every other day. So
yeah.
So he probably got you back for the Chad channel then, right?
Oh, always something. When he came home, I was using his car while he was over in Desert Storm and all of that. So he brought his car home from where he was stationed in Texas, and he said, here, just pay the insurance and upkeep for the car. You can use it for whatever you want. I said, okay. When he finally came home on leave, he hadn't been home in a long time. I'm getting ready for a date. Now, this is the old days. So I had like the stone-washed jeans on. You know, they're blue jeans, but kind of white.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm
Do they
out
call those
waxing up.
acid wash now or something?
Yeah, acid. I'm out there. I had washed his car for my date. I'm putting the coat of wax on it, and I hear something go flying over my head. I thought it was one of those big wood borer bees. We get those bumblebees around here, you know, the big. I'm like, wow, what was that? Then I hear another one go past the side of my head. I'm like, what in the world's going on? All of a sudden, I see this big yellow splat across the car that I just washed and waxed. And then I get nailed right in the ass cheek with 2 more. He got out his old paint gun that he hadn't used in I don't know how many years. The yellow balls. And they were hard as hell from sitting in that closet for all that time. So, I mean, he welded the ass cheek. He covered the car in yellow. What am I going to do, though? I'm using his car. So, like,
Wow.
but man, yeah, he got me. He got me good.
Jeez. That's hilarious. Yeah. Channel 3, 6, or 9. Yeah. Yeah, we had to watch all that stuff on UHF.
Yeah, UHF channels 22 and 53 in the Pittsburgh area. Awesome, because that's also where you watch Three Stooges. That's where you watch WWF wrestling back in the day. He-Man, Inspector Gadget, G.I. Joe. Yeah, those were the best channels.
WWF, man.
There was good stuff to be found up in those upper channels. Yeah, my parents tended to stay in the lower channels. Yeah, but of course, every morning before school, I watch Channel 5. And anyone that's anywhere close to our age and grew up in Phoenix, they know why I was watching Channel 5. The Wallace and Ladmo show was on. And that show, I watched it every day, and I knew I would leave for school right after they played the Roger Ramjet cartoon. Because they would do little sketch comedy, Wallace and Ladmo, and then they'd play cartoons and all that stuff. And right after they played Roger Ramjet, that's when have you ever watched that cartoon? Have you ever seen Roger Ramjet?
I remember Roger Ramjet.
Roger Ramjet and his Eagles fighting for our freedom, fly through wind and outer space, not to join them, but to beat them every day for years.
Wow.
And to this day, whenever I meet people that are around our age, and I'm like, and I find out they grew up in Phoenix, I just say Wallace and Ladmo, and their eyes light up. They're just like, oh my gosh. And I was talking to a couple. She grew up in Phoenix, and although she was a little older when she moved to Phoenix, you know, it was mostly aimed at grade school kids, and she was like junior high age, so she knew. And her husband, he never lived in Phoenix when he was young. And I said, this is how big Wallace and Ladmo was in Phoenix when Ladmo died first. When he died, all of the local TV channels did specials about Ladmo, not just the channel he was on. All of the local channels were like, we lost a Phoenix legend today. And they would have all these specials. They're showing clips and highlights from the show. It's just, yeah. And a buddy, he was in the band with us. He was in Phoenix. Again, he was older, but he was in Phoenix while Wallace and Ladmo was still on. And when he found out I grew up in Phoenix, he says, when were you there? I'm like, from time I was 4 all the way through 7th grade. And he just goes, oh, oh, ah, ah, ee, ah, ah, because that was part of the theme song. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, Wallace and Ladmo every day. But yeah. So I would watch that every single day. But that was on Channel 5. KPHO, Channel 5, Phoenix. Independent station. They were not affiliated with, Channel 3 was ABC, Channel 12 was NBC, and CBS was 10 when I was growing up. 8 was PBS, and Channel 5 was the independent station. And then after that, you had to go to the UHF channels to find all the good stuff.
So there you go. Operation Shutdown. So WPTT 22 and PGH 53. WPTT 22 had Captain Pitt for Pittsburgh, and he did a show like that. And then they would do these giveaways. You had to send in a self-addressed stamped envelope or whatever, a postcard in to get in these drawings, and he would do the drawings for you to win something, which I never won crap. But that was usually during the Scooby-Doo new movies. They would play those in syndication. and which is what I put Derek in at the beginning of this, showing the guest. I used to love that when they would have, Don Knotts or Don Adams or the Adams Family as the guests on Scooby-Doo back in the day. He would replay a lot of those on the Dr. Pitch show.
Well,
but yeah,
I had a proud moment yesterday because I was editing the intro to put the Derek thing at the end, and I played it first so I could adjust the volume levels. And Shelby was over on her couch, on her chair, on her phone or whatever, and she heard it play. And she's like, "Scooby-Doo?" I'm like, "There you go." So,
I don't know why it was, because I know the very original ones right before those were great too. But I loved when they had the guest stars on there. Jerry Reed, Mama Cass Elliott.
Yeah, well, I tell you, Wallace. Another thing with Wallace and Ladmo would, for the studio audience, they'd have a bunch of kids there, and he'd give away a Ladmo bag. This was just a little brown paper bag that had some toys in it, Twinkie or something, some candy and stuff. I never got me a Ladmo bag because I never went. My parents wouldn't take me to the studio. But I do have like the 6 degrees of separation to Kevin Bacon thing or whatever, knowing people. I played in the grade school 6th grade band. I played tuba. And we played a show at the Arizona State Fair. And after we did our little thing, Wallace and Ladmo went on the stage that we were at. So it's kind of like I did a show with them. I was in show business with Wallace and Ladmo.
Nice.
And of course, I do have my Kevin Bacon thing because I think I told you guys we played a show with the Black Power Ranger, was the lead singer of a band. And he was in a movie with a guy that was in a movie with Kevin Bacon. So if you're just going with all entertainment, not just movies, I'm like 3 steps away from Kevin Bacon. I played a show with a guy who was in a movie with a guy that was in a movie with Kevin Bacon.
Nice.
I'm a huge fan of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and Kevin Bacon has that little part in there where he's racing for the same cab as Steve Martin.
Oh, nice.
But somebody pointed out the other day in one of the Facebook groups that the woman that plays Steve Martin's wife, while she's watching TV, waiting for him to get home in that movie, she's watching a Kevin Bacon movie.
Oh.
So he shows up twice in that movie.
Oh,
wow.
nice.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Polo would race home on his bike after school to watch He-Man and Transformers.
Yes.
That's where he first met Megan. MeganTron was on it.
I have to say, and this will disappoint both Polo and Megan, I wasn't as huge into Transformers back then, but He-Man for sure. My brother would take it over out there. G.I. Joe, watch that. But I never got as big into the Transformers or the Ninja Turtles. That was my nephew's thing, with the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Shutdown loved the Scooby-Doo guest stars too. Favorite was Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And how easy was that for them to do? Because Robin and Shaggy were both Casey Kasem. So
Right. There you go.
Nice. Didn't know that.
6 degrees
6
of
degrees
Offgrid.
of Offgrid. There you go. Yeah.
Okay, here's a question, guys. What is your favorite Kevin Bacon movie?
First one you think of is Tremors.
Yeah, I was just going to say Tremors is an easy one to remember. So
I will say, though, Flatliners was pretty good.
Flatliners was good.
Oh, Flatliners! I haven't watched that in years. That was good. Yeah.
He was in Friday the 13th, right? Gets a thing right through his neck. One of the best
Oh,
deaths.
yeah.
I would have sent. I mean, it's not really his movie, but Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is one of my favorite all-time movies. I have to watch it every Thanksgiving Day. So
yeah, of course, he was in Footloose, and what was that?
There was one where he went around like killing everybody that killed his son or something like that in more recent years. Or
yeah. I didn't see that one. Stir of Echoes. That's a
Stir
good
of Echoes. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one. Is it They Them? I didn't actually watch it yet, but there's some movie They Them, some like Cabin in the Woods type of show, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Hollow Man.
Hollow Man.
Hollow Man.
Yeah.
Was that the one
He
where
was
he showed
picking
his
that
bacon bits in it?
Yeah, you can see Kevin's bacon in that movie. Yeah, Kaos is saying, forget the name, but it's the one where they kill his son and he goes fucking crazy on everyone,
Yes.
kills everyone.
That's the one I can't remember the name either, but that was a good movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Tremors is always a fun one just to watch just for the fun of it. You know, that's a funny movie.
Yeah.
And I always got a kick out of oh shit, what TV show was he in? Reba McEntire, and then that guy, and they had all the weapons.
Oh yeah,
Michael Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What TV show was he in? He played the dad and all that. And it was like
Family Ties.
Yeah.
Family Time. Yeah,
Then in this movie,
like so different. Yeah.
Mr. Guns. And, that was funny. And you know, Kevin
Death
Bacon said,
Sentence. Death Sentence. Is that the Kevin
That
Bacon?
might be it. That might be it. We used to watch so many movies, and the wife would get movies, and I wouldn't even know what we were watching. I'd sit down and watch, so we'd never know the titles to.
Yeah, I saw a thing where Kevin Bacon said he didn't want to watch Tremors for a long time because he thought it was a horrible movie, that he made a mistake doing it. But now that he's gotten older and he looks back on it, he said
it's like a cult classic. Right?
Yeah, he said it's a great movie and he appreciates the time that they had because they had a lot of fun. But I guess he was thinking that they didn't take it serious enough, so he thought it was going to just be crap. But
that's the best part of it.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of movies though, and I thought he was good in a lot of them. So I haven't seen anything that I was like, oh, Bacon sure fucked it up.
Did you guys see the? My girlfriend turned me on to this past Christmas. The Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special movie that Kevin Bacon was in.
Nuh-uh. I did not.
I'll have to share a link in the movie channel chat on Discord of the movies, so you guys can go find it. It's pretty funny. He has a pretty funny role in it.
I'm gonna have to look up this Death Sentence. I haven't seen it. Yeah. Send a link on that one, Derek. I'll have to see it. Poe's out of here. He's had enough. He's going to go find some Death Sentence himself.
Yeah, he's going to watch a movie with Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably getting close to where he's going to get yelled at. Megan said she saw it.
Nice. There's a cute little Christmas version of the movie, yeah.
Yeah.
I like a lot of Chris Pratt movies too. He's pretty good.
Yeah. He's pretty good.
The Tomorrow War was really good. I watch that all the time on Amazon.
What is it?
The Tomorrow War.
Oh, I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, nice. Where they kind of go forward in the future to help save the world or something like that from aliens or something.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah.
I'll share that one too. That's a really good one. It's on, if you have Amazon Prime, you can search for it there. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't, but Shelby does, so I do.
Nice. Yeah, that's like most of our streaming now. We don't, but we have households that do. Households, because yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Kelly and I pay for the Starlink service, but Shelby pays for all the streaming services, so it all works out.
Nice.
And for me, the biggest one is the YouTube Premium, because
that's one of the only things I actually pay for myself, because it gets no ads and YouTube music included, which is what I listen to.
I had that for quite a while, and then I dropped it, and I do regret dropping it. But
yeah. I think we were just sitting there one day, and I was skipping through a commercial or waiting for the commercial to end and all that. And I'm like, man, I should get this dang premium. I'm tired of all this stuff. And Shelby's sitting over, she's like, well, I have premium. She's like, and it's only a couple bucks to turn it into a family plan. I'm like,
we did that. We did a family plan too. Yeah.
So she just, okay, here, you'll get a code. But yeah. He does like him in the Jurassic Park movies. Yeah,
the Jurassic World ones were a nice reboot, I think, of Jurassic Park. Weren't too bad.
Yeah,
talking about YouTube Premium, it hit us because we usually play something at night, like rain noise or whatever, to sleep, and it's like you play it, and then it's like, here, get your free. It's like, oh, come on, okay. It's time to switch.
Of course, nowadays, so many people have the YouTube Premium, so you don't have to get the ads and all that. And then people are putting ads inside. They're doing their own commercial in the video, like, oh, this brings us to this week, and then they do a commercial for something. But I don't know if I've never noticed it on my phone. I don't usually watch long videos on my phone. I'll watch shorts and stuff when I'm at work. But if I'm going to watch a long form video, I'm watching it on the TV. And the TV app updated, and when they start doing their ad, I can push the skip forward button. It'll go to the commonly skipped section. It goes right to the end of the in video commercial. So I don't feel guilty about it that I skip over people's commercials.
I'm the opposite. I watch everything from my phone, and I'll even come out here and I'll watch a full length something or other. It was nice when I had the premium because I didn't have the commercials, but I'll still do that. If I watch some kind of old 48 Hours murder mystery, May and my wife are into those, one that's interesting, I'll tell her about it, and she'll watch it on the TV in the house. I'll say it's already there in my history that I watched it. You can watch it. She did that the other day. I was telling her about a video I watched and said it was really interesting. She brings it up on the TV, and the first thing you see is the icon for my channel. And she just started laughing, Mr. Poestyle, and she starts laughing. And then she goes to the video. I'm like, my own wife.
Oh, nice.
Mr. Poestyle.
Yeah. Yeah. We watch a lot of YouTube, but I'll watch that the Y-Files, that dude. I like his show. Have you ever watched him, the Y-Files? He'll do stuff. He'll do stuff that's like sometimes it's paranormal stuff, sometimes it's other conspiracy theories and stuff. But what I like about it is he'll go over the story. Like he'll say, yeah, I guess right now, was there a bunch of Bigfoot sightings up in Ohio or something going on? He'll do a show about that. And then in the last 10 minutes of the show, he'll do the debunking. And he'll say, well, this guy, he's done this before and he got caught trying to make up this story, or this, they said that there were 50 people that saw that, but nobody's found any of these 50 people. So it's probably just bullshit that's spreading around. So that's what I like about him. But he'll do the first 3/4 of the show completely straight laced. This is what happened. There was an alien abduction. This guy was abducted. This happened, and he's telling it like it's fact. And then he's like, well, here's what we do know. And then
nice.
We'll go over
put that in the Discord. I'd like to check that out. Put that in the Discord if you remember.
He got big enough that Rogan had him on. So
the big thing I listen to now every day coming home from work is Mr. Ballin. I love his stuff. And my wife was listening to his podcasts on the Alexa for a long time. But I found his YouTube channel, and it's not the same as that, but I mean, he does all these spooky stories or things that happen to people. A lot of his videos will have 3 or 4 stories in them about different things that happen to people, and they're all supposedly true, so that's my new thing.
Now, the bonus with the Y-Files, or it could be a detractor, because sometimes it does get a little obnoxious. He's in his little room, and then he has a goldfish bowl, and he's got hecklefish in there. And the hecklefish, the first time we saw it, Kelly's like, what's with that creepy fish? Because it's got human teeth, and it's a goldfish, and it's a hecklefish. So he'll throw stuff in, and he'll say something that, whatever. I can't think of something offhand that rhymes properly, but he'll say, yeah, that girl had cooties, and the fish will be like, had boobies? And he said, no, cooties. Oh, what did I say? And he's like, you know what you said, but
it's an old faux fish.
It's an old faux fish. Some of it's pretty funny, and he always does a commercial at the beginning, and the fish will give him a hard time about the segue sometimes or into the commercial. But usually he starts off trying to talk about what the show's going to be, and the fish just jumps in and trash talks it. And then he's like, "Would you let me do it?" Or the fish is talking about that he's having to leave town because he got another fish pregnant or something. I don't know. So he's got a little suitcase. You're like, where are you going? You're in a fishbowl. But
yeah, let's put links to these in the Discord because I'd like to check that out. I'll put the Mr. Ballin one in there. And the other one that I still love, and I know I talked about it a few times, is Secret Galaxy. If you grew up in the 70s and 80s, even 90s, Secret Galaxy is just awesome. He breaks down all these shows and what happened, you know, but it's not just like cartoons and shows. He'll talk about serials and stuff like that. And the guy is hilarious on top of that. So
awesome. Yeah. I'll put a link in the where we put them in the where we're watching movies or whatever.
Yeah,
watching stuff. Put it.
We'll have our admin put in a whole new thing there. So.
Yeah, interesting YouTube channels. Because I like all that stuff. We'll watch murder mysteries. Of course, YouTube is frustrating as hell with all the stuff that people have to edit out. I mean, you're watching a show about a serial killer, and they can't say kill, murder, death, died. You know, you're like, so half the thing is, and then the end. You're like, well, what happened?
The biggest thing I see is like people say, and he committed sewer slide.
or they unalived themselves. Or
unalived. Well, and then I had to laugh. What were we watching the other day? Someone said that they were gonna email someone a PDF file. I'm like, you can't say that anymore. PDF file is what they say for pedophile now. It's a PDF file. It's like, well, what if I need to send Derek a PDF file and now I'm on some fucking FBI list? If I said I'm sending him a PDF file, or some creepy dude shows up at his house and he thinks that's what I sent him.
And he got a dude instead of a PDF. Yeah, what the crap?
Well, dude, I thought you meant an actual file. What? But they're acronyming stuff and making it's so ridiculous that they have to cut out so many words. Or it's almost like a drinking game. Oh, found a new word that they have to bleep out.
Yeah, drink.
Take a drink. They just blacked out a word, and sometimes you don't even know what word it is.
Right.
But I know some of the guys I watch on YouTube, they started cross-posting to Rumble.
Yeah.
Another video sharing site, and they have a lot less restrictions, so they can basically say what they want as long as they don't say certain stuff, you know, but they don't have to on a live talk or PDF.
Right. Yeah, they kind of just have to avoid the regular stuff like inciting violence and like the common sense stuff. Yeah, the common sense stuff. The stuff there's already laws about that you can't say. Right. But to suddenly say you can't say all this huge list of words because someone's grandma might get offended while she's walking through the room.
I wish we still had George Carlin around to talk about all this stuff.
I know it.
Yeah. Or what was the say it? Who was that?
Sam Kinison.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah. Don't talk about losing a life in a video game. Yeah. Because how many times?
Some of these bigger YouTubers are censoring Resident Evil Requiem because it's so gory. They have to because they're bigger, so there's a spotlight on them, you know. Yeah, they're like, I'm sorry, that cutscene I had to take out certain parts. I'm like, I'm leaving it in. I'm so small, nobody's going to look at me and ding me for that. And if they did, it's just like, who cares? I'm not monetized anyway, so.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it is crazy what it's come to, that any little thing that might offend anybody, take it out.
And if you have these video games and you have it set so that it's not for children, why not let them just show the people were tuning in because they want to see the whole game, and they didn't play, they didn't buy it or whatever,
Right.
Yeah, that reminds me. I saw something about. This generation is so upset about American Pie from watching it because it's so offensive now. Watching American Pie. From back in the day.
Yeah. That scene where they set up the video camera and all that, and it's like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've seen people about that, and Yeah, most of the
Well,
movies
that wasn't even nearly as bad as the apple pie.
actual pie. Yeah.
But
Then
yeah,
and then in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, when he's they're getting arrested. He's like, because they think that he's someone else. He's like, I'm the pie fucker. I'm the pie fucker. They're like, whatever, get in the car.
I just saw a video with Jay in it yesterday or the day before, and I
Yeah.
didn't even recognize him.
Oh,
I don't know if you've seen these reels and TikToks, all of these stars and singers from the 90s. They're doing this thing now where, Dad, what were you like in the 90s? So they'll show them now, and then they'll flash back. So they show him, and then they show all the movies he was in. It's like, wow, he's not recognizable as that character. You know, he doesn't have the long hair and everything.
yeah. He's changed a lot over the years. Muse. And then I always think about I discovered the Kevin Smith films when I watched Dogma to find out what all the hubbub was, you know, because Kevin Smith was getting death threats and stuff over that movie.
Yeah.
And then I downloaded it back in the day when downloading the movie was a big, man, it took a long time for me to get that movie. And I watched it enough I just stopped and I'm like, I'm going to the video store and renting it. And then I rented all of those movies. And when they did Dogma, and Kevin Smith told, you know, because when they shot Clerks the first time, Muse was just his dope friend. You know, they'd smoke weed together and stuff like that. And a lot of that stuff that was Jay was just the shit Muse would do when he was high. And then when they were getting ready, they did Mallrats, and that was okay. But then when they did Dogma, and they got Alan Rickman to play the Metatron, and when Muse found out that Alan Rickman was going to be in, he's like, the fucking dude from Die Hard, and so he got panicked. And Kevin Smith said Muse kind of disappeared for a while, and he came back and he memorized the entire script, not just his lines. He memorized the entire script because he's like, I don't want to fuck up with the Die Hard dude being here. But yeah, then he got clean for a while and all that. But yeah, obviously whenever we see Randy Savage, you know, Retro Man Randy Savage, we're always doing the Snoochie Boochies and all that stuff from the Jay and Silent Bob movies. But yeah, I love those when they came out. And I still have them. That's some of the DVDs that I kept when I gave away like 1,200 DVDs when we downsized, but I did keep the Jay and Silent Bob, the Views universe.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny because he had done Dogma right after he did Chasing Amy. And Chasing Amy was LGBT stuff, you know, and if you haven't watched it, but you know, the main girl, she's a lesbian and all that, the Affleck and all that, and she's not sure. So then he was getting hate from the LGBT community because they thought he was poking fun at them. And then the next movie was Dogma, so then all the Catholics were pissed at him. It's like, I can't win. I got both sides. 2 movies in a row, everyone's just hating on me. Yeah. But I just think they're hilarious movies. So
Yeah. Back when humor was humorous.
yeah. that whole scene where they're talking about the Death Star. Yeah, the first one was finished, so they were all troops, but the second one was still under construction. So you got plumbers and electricians that are working in there. That's not their cause, and they got blown up just to say. Like, yeah, I never thought about that. They're just they got hired. Do you think the average stormtrooper knows how to install a toilet? No, they had to get plumbers in there for that, and then they get blown up because the Emperor is a dick. It's like, yeah, I never thought of that. Gee.
I don't know if I want stormtroopers putting in toilets, so they'd probably be all over the place in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Their aim will be off yet.
Yeah, they probably have to put huge toilets in because their aim is so bad. Like stormtroopers.
Well, I think it's funny the Star Wars, the Death Star scene where they're shooting it, like the the guys on the platform with like no railing right by where the laser's going by or something. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I never thought about it until you guys started this conversation, but how hard would it be for a stormtrooper to even go to the bathroom? That stuff doesn't slide down like a pair of pants when you're at work.
That's right.
So, how many stormtroopers shit themselves when they had diarrhea? They couldn't get stuff off them.
Yeah, that's worse than that Cracker Jack uniform they gave us in the Navy that has 13 buttons in the front. So
Oh man.
if you got an emergency, none of us ever undid those because it's got ties in the back. It's got like shoelace in the back. So you got to go to the bathroom. You just untie it and you pull it. Even if you're peeing, you untie it in the back and you got your pants down your knees while you're standing at the toilet. Because, yeah, if you're in a hurry, you ain't opening those buttons. Yeah. You're supposed to surrender from the Death Star white flag. Yeah. I want to play the new Jay and Silent Bob game, Snoochie Boochies. Yeah, these are the type of Star Wars questions they don't cover in school.
Right.
That is true.
I imagine Vader probably
They cover
has a
Star Wars
York
questions
built
in
into his.
Yeah, he probably has a deal. Yeah.
Unless maybe everything got burned off.
I would say, does he really need anything at this point? Because
Yeah, I don't know. Does he even eat? Drink? I don't know. But
well, speaking of games based on movies, I see Megan mentioned the Jay and Silent Bob. Did you guys get or play the Killer Clowns from Outer Space video game that came out with a couple years ago?
I didn't. I was interested, but those guys make games every other year, and
nice.
they're not known for keeping up with them, updating them like they should.
Oh, I got it.
So they're great the first few months, and then after that, everybody's pissed off.
Okay.
Because they did the Friday the 13th.
I'm pretty sure I bought it, but I haven't played it yet. But it just looked hilarious.
I think it's been was it last year or the year? Maybe 2 years ago. I was gonna get it. Yeah, but then like I said, I played their other ones like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Friday the 13th, and it's like at some point, and the biggest one I think was Predator. Were really fun when it first came out, and you're in there doing your thing, but then they kind of dropped the ball. So
that's a shame.
yeah, it's funny. Silent Bob doesn't talk, but Kevin Smith never shuts up. Yeah, you watch those an evening with Kevin Smith. He'll talk. Yeah, game looks way better than the one I have. The one I have is basically NES style, like the Japanese import. Not my cup of tea. Yeah,
I mean, we talk about realism in movies, though. Really, I mean, none of them are really realistic, right? You don't have any movies where Vader's talking to the Emperor, and the Emperor's like, "Hold on a minute, I got to go take a piss." So you don't see those little conversations in movies.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
In fact, how often do you see characters in movies actually go to the bathroom? It's never in any scenes, right?
Right.
Except for Pleasantville when you see the bathroom with no toilets.
Yeah. Yeah, or Dumb and Dumber. with the last.
I saw somebody put up Lloyd's picture in somebody's bathroom on the other side of the toilet.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, see what he peed on the moped and then had diarrhea in the woman's broken toilet, and so that was
they got them both covered. And of course, the first toilet ever was Leave It to Beaver, right, on TV.
Yeah.
And that was controversial. Not that anyone was using the bathroom; it was just he was getting talked to, right? It was just
right. Yeah,
a little lecture from Dad in the bathroom. The toilet was seen, and was it I Love Lucy was the first time they showed a double bed?
Yeah, you couldn't show people sleeping in the same bed. So.
Yeah, they couldn't. You couldn't even show that they might. You had to have.
Beds. Laverne and Shirley were when the camera turned off.
Yeah, Laverne and Shirley. That was a funny show. My mom loved that show.
Lenny and Squiggy had spunk beds. They showed them too.
You're right. Lenny and Squiggy. Yeah. It always
Those
cracks me
guys
up.
were hilarious too. They came up with those characters before that show was even thought of. They did a little thing where
Yeah,
they would.
it was like sketch comedy for them, right?
Yeah.
They had these characters.
And now there's a hilarious Saturday Night Live sketch where they did Reservoir Dogs. Only it was Welcome Back, Kotter. That was back when Mike Myers and Adam Sandler and all those guys were on there. And I absolutely love it. I'll find the clip and put it in the Discord. But I love it because at the same time, Michael McKean, who played Lenny, was a regular on Saturday Night Live. So at the very end of it, you have the Sweat Hog gang there. You know, they're getting ready to kill Mr. Woodman. And then Steve Buscemi shows up. Steve Buscemi shows up with a gun because he's from Reservoir Dogs. And then Lenny and Squiggy come in with guns too against the Sweat Hogs. And then they all end up shooting each other. They all die in the end of that. But it's friggin' hilarious.
Yeah, God. Yeah, I loved Welcome Back, Kotter. That show cracked me up. They just don't make TV like they used to.
Right. Well, that one there, John Travolta was the host on that one. So he had the Barbarino hair back and the jacket and everything. It was great. Yeah. I loved that.
Yeah. That's frustrating. Like I've said before, Kelly and I watch a lot of reactors, and sometimes we'll watch people react to Spinal Tap, and I'm just waiting for someone to say, "Is that Lenny from Lenny and Squiggy?"
Right.
But they don't know. These young people, they don't know what Laverne and Shirley is and any of that.
Well, those guys are great at improvising, improv, and they did a bunch of different movies. Best in Show was one of the movies they did. Waiting for Guffman.
Oh my gosh, Best in Show. Yeah.
The Spinal Tap movie. A lot of that stuff is just stuff that they came up with on the fly, and they put it in the movie.
Yeah. Well, I just love the concept with Spinal Tap that they had little hints, but they didn't know what Rob Reiner was going to ask, and he didn't know what their answers were going to be.
Right.
It was all ad lib. Now the guys might talk about it. Okay, here's what the history is going to be, and they said that they might hint to Rob Reiner, "Hey, work this in somewhere. Ask me this," but he didn't know why. And a lot of the questions were just, they just. It was all improv. It was such a good movie, and it's even better when you know that. And that's what's frustrating when you're watching someone do a reaction, because you're like yelling at the TV, but they can't hear you. You're like, "Yeah, that was improv. That whole thing."
Right.
Lick My Love Pump. He plays that. That awesome piano. Well, that's really pretty. What do you call it? Oh, this piece is called Lick My Love Pump.
And even the interviews they did on talk shows back then, and even more recently when the new one was coming out, is just them just making crap up on the fly. Just hilarious.
They're doing interviews in character and not, it's just all ad lib. It is awesome. Yeah, had a huge crush on Laverne. Yeah, Milk and Pepsi. Laverne.
And she was married to Rob Reiner back in the day. So there you go. There's your
tie-in. Yeah. There's your tie-in. All right. Well, we're getting close to that time. We're at 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think we can make a record tonight, though. I would love to, but that'll have to be when I'm off on a Monday sometime.
Yeah. I'm fairly tired myself. It's been a long day.
I'm going to wake up looking like the Elephant Man again every morning. Just the face goes back up. So
are you going to have to go into work in the morning and then see if you can leave work?
Yeah, because I get up at 4. Work starts at 6, and the dentist doesn't open until 10. So I got to wait for a call back from them. So I went in Saturday, and this eye was almost swelled the whole way shut, but I still worked. Popeye.
You put a pipe in your mouth and draw a tattoo.
There was a maintenance guy, some of these people you say good morning to or whatever, and he's like, "How you doing?" And I said, "Swell." And then he looked at my face and saw that I was swell. So
Nice. All right, so let's just call it here. We had a good conversation, a lot of topics covered.
And everybody just hung around for the outro.
Right, everybody's here.
I might have to pay for Grok again and make new intros and outros for like yours and Greg's pinball and everything. Greg's came on, but it was a little, I don't know. It was different. It was it's like a kid's show starting on a Saturday morning. I thought, you guys need something rough. I kicked it in the nuts. That's what you need.
Right. Yeah, Crispy had to go get gas, go to the grocery store, came back, and you're still here. That's right. That's right. We were waiting for you.
That's right.
Because we knew that you would want to see the outro. So.
Yep.
All right. Well, Derek, thanks for coming on. It's always good to see you and talk to you.
And as of right now, I don't think we have anybody lined up for any other shows. So.
Yeah, we're wide. Cool. We're wide open. People that want, if you want to come on the show, let us know.
I'm going to have to pull that thing where I say, I might not be able to make it Sunday, so that the Gaming Road Warrior says he'll do it. And then I'm like, I'm here.
Right. Yeah.
Is that how you got him last time, Poe?
Well, both times where it was, and I was actually told we were going to be scheduled today. They like to mess with us, so we can't make any plans. They said, we're adding Saturday, and you guys are going to work Sunday too. And then we went in Friday, and they're like, you guys aren't working Sunday. Psych, So.
Well, Operation Shutdown called it. It's almost time for the best time of the week. Hanging out with Poe and Offgrid outro. So be sure to check out.
I would make a video of just that, but then people would never tune into this anymore. So I'm not going to do it. Right.
But they could just tune into last week's show and watch the end of it.
Don't give them any ideas.
I mean, no, that's not how it works. Sorry, never mind.
All right, Derek, do you have anything coming up on your channel that you're working on, or that you want to plug
I've been trying to consistently record more videos. I've been doing pretty good with consistently doing like a Mod Monday type of video on Mondays. Like I do like those hacked versions of Super Mario Brothers and all that fun stuff. So nice. I'll probably still be doing that something tomorrow. There's a really cool VCS version of Donkey Kong I found. I don't know if you know about that one or not, Poe.
I don't.
For the Atari. So I'll probably do something like that tomorrow. But yeah, just that. And I think there might be a live stream collaboration happening between me and somebody soon. Nice. So let you know about that.
Awesome. Poe, do you have anything coming up you want to plug?
I'd like to get these videos done. That Resident Evil one needs to go first because it's taking up a lot of space, a lot of memory, so that I can get my other videos done. So I'll probably try to get that out. I'll work on it maybe during break and lunch tomorrow. Put it out there.
And Poe needs to not be so swell.
Yeah.
After Monday yet.
Right. All right. Again, like always, make sure you check out Casey's show every Monday night. He does the Intellivision show, amazing show. Right. If you're interested in Intellivision at all. Tuesday night we got Retro Bliss Rewind. We all like to watch. Those are both 8 p.m. Eastern time is when they come on, Monday night and Tuesday night respectively. Pierre is doing a lead-in show on both of those days. Yep. I think on Monday he's doing Intellivision, and Tuesday's kind of up in the air. He's doing whatever he feels like that day.
Graphics or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, he did a Coleco one time. He did Turbo Graphics. But, so check that out. Greg and I have our show on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central, same time that this show is on, is when we go on. We try to hold it right in an hour, and it is we'll have a new tournament. We still have Pinball M tournament going on, Wrath of the Elder Gods. It is a free table. If you download Pinball M, you get Wrath of the Elder Gods. Get in on that tournament. Look for it. G Parker is the password, all one word, like always. It ends on Wednesday, and then we'll go over the results on Wednesday. We'll see you then. And I'm going to click play on the outro. So
sweet.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for being here, Derek, and we'll catch y'all later. Go. I clicked it. It didn't go. I clicked it twice. Here we go. Here we go.
Thanks for stopping by, guys. We hope to see you next week.
Hangin'. else needed, just passion and fun for every true gamer till the podcast is done. So power down slowly until next week's show with Poe and Offgrid, where the good times just flow. Hanging out with Poe and Offgrid. Yeah, the retro game stories, you know what they did. From Atari to Zaxxon, every secret unwound. Best closing credits theme, the baddest around.